Anyway. I think he partied too hard for his birthday. Oh yeah, definitely a smash. Also, happy late birthday. Thank you. Smile. Hi, Ronmu. Hi, Cairo. Hi, Global. I'm excited for those trailers today. What? Hi, Not Noodles. Hi, Cairo Bun Bun. Hi, Global. Let's start stretching. Hi, Gana. Beach day, let's go. Hi, Elin. Hi, Devilgated. Actually, I was getting really worried when Monster Hunter was not working for you. I was like, oh no. Oh, please. And then Boss had warned me that they know 2 people that have lost their Monster Hunter saves. They're just gone. And so when you were like, wait, I don't know if I cloud backed up, I was like, oh fuck, oh no. Hi. Who are the 2? Because Foss didn't actually tell me who.
One was Pat. I don't know if you know Pat.
I kinda know Pat.
But the proxy side of things.
And
the other was a friend that nobody really knows about. It's a different friend circle.
Okay. Phone, please. Dessel Gatey. Gatedy. Huh, that is quite the phone correction there. How was game stream yesterday? Are you talking about Tails? It was good. We went to the silly like Namco Bandai town. What was it, like Namcabana or something? I don't know. A silly little town. Hello. We did the 2 Gigantos we still needed and got that achievement. We did the Necropolis optional dungeon, I think. Hi, Red Panda. Oh my god, I'm finally back. Welcome back. Oh. Something else we did? We didn't go to the hot springs. Hi, Trogdor. Help me, Elin. What do you need help with? This bitch got mad at me because I didn't last 4 strokes. My grandpa didn't even survive 1. What the fuck was she mad at me for? Elin's not here to help, he only kisses. Oh my goodness. That creature called Smile. I don't think you want my help. Who is stroking what? Trogdor died from his 4th stroke. And he thinks it's bullshit that whoever she is upset with him about this. Which, I mean, that's fair. 4 strokes is a lot. Most people are like, congratulations, you made it through 1. Lungus. See what he calls me? Air is so mean to me. Hi, Pixel. Honestly, they are mean to you, Smile. All you do is show them love and affection. And Air's like, they're a creature. Add the strap to throne you, really, match? Thank you, Pixel. I didn't check Throne yesterday, so I have no idea what's in the suggestions. I will say, I had a fucking conversation with my mom, because I've gotten 1 package since she's been back. She's been here for like 3 days, and she's opened one of my packages. I'm like, mother, please. But I don't want to talk to her about it like today, because she's gonna spend a bunch of hours cooking me a bunch of nice food. I feel like it'd be like, wow, thanks for all of my favorite foods, Mom. I really appreciate that you just spent 5 hours cooking today. Also, I'm mad at you for going through my package. Like, it seems so inappropriate. You brought this upon yourself. I love the Smoogle, but you know I love more Yulin milk. You like Yulin milk more than me? That's fucked up. That's literally me, chat. Well, Pixel. Mother, please, so order you the 25-inch thing on throne today. Got it. Does a whittle federal crime. It's not a federal crime because, you know, we are family, and she's just, oopsie, I opened your package. I know she's not doing it maliciously. I know she's not like, I wonder what my son is getting. Let's just take a little peeksy. It's that she gets so many packages herself that she starts getting lazy and not checking the name on the package. It's just... What was the package? It was a wall mount for a base station. It was literally like a $10 wall mount that I'm just going to pop it into the ceiling and attach the base station at. So nothing like crazy. It's just, you know, it feels really disrespectful that if I get a package, someone's opening it for me. What's in the box? She's going to travel soon anyway? No, she's home for a while now. They got back from Florida. She then went to California for a week to spend a week with her mom. Hi, Juice. And then she should be taking it easy and not traveling for a bit. Oh, so it wasn't loot stuff? It was not loot stuff. One day base station mount. The next day Anal Destroyer 9000. Is this your new favorite emote, Air? Big deck waiting in the rain? Not yet. She has opened loot stuff before. That has happened. Come here. Blunk. You have face tracking, right? Yep. Look so happy when you get headbats. Gritty Goose is where it's at, perhaps. Both a precedent, just because it's innocent this time. It's very annoying, Anna. Hi, Lopner. It's like this is like the third or fourth time it's happened, and I don't want to be like, I don't want to talk about it today. If she brings it up, then we'll talk about it. Hi, Joe. If she doesn't, then I'm gonna, you know, mention it in like 2 or 3 days. Like, hey, didn't want to mention this on my birthday since it booked for me all day, and I didn't want to ruin that. However, I'm getting really irritated by my packages getting opened. We'll have that conversation. Really, Madge? I already said I was going to bed. You know, bad influences on me. I go now. No, are you? Good night. Sleep well. Smile. On move, bark. Hug. Wave. 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 There's so many waves. Wow. Everybody's playing nice. Ronmu hug. Lopner wave. Joe wave. Pixel wave. Lopner wave. Air just starts biting somebody. Air, we're gonna fucking... You're gonna be put in timeout. That's what's happening to you. What is this guy? What is idiot doing? I can see he moved 5 feet forward. He's standing still. He's gonna share with me this little birthday thing that he couldn't share yesterday. Cry? What do you mean cry? You bit somebody! You bit somebody, Air! Hey, wait a minute. I need a nap for repo. Hurry up. Well, then start napping. Dude, I'm gonna be so fucking dead today. I woke up at 5 a.m. Then I'm planning to, like, walk. Then I'm planning to go straight into repo. Then I'm planning to have, like, family dinner. I'm gonna be up so long. You didn't send it.
Send what?
You joined to send me the thing.
No.
Yeah.
Hang out and talk.
No, you said you were going to yesterday.
Oh, you want me to send it?
No, I don't. I just, you said you were going to.
Oh.
Did you forget, or do you not have it anymore?
No, it's there, but like...
So you just got it, but you weren't gonna send it.
Yeah.
Huh. That's an interesting train of thought, Cairo.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like you got something for a purpose and you just weren't gonna do that. Did you like the dog meme I sent you this morning?
Yeah. Is there no noise suppression on mobile? I hope there is.
I sent Cairo a meme this morning. And it's guys when they're planking for 1 minute, it's guy in the planking position and he's just fucking like in pain and screaming and just like, oh fuck. And then it's dash hounds their entire life. And it's essentially the same planking position and he's just existing. The wiener dog breed.
It looks like there isn't noise suppression on mobile, so yell at me.
Okay.
I'm making noise.
It's just a friendly nibble. No, I need to see you bend, Ripland. What time do you normally wake up? It depends on my sleep schedule at the time. If I'm kind of going to bed late, around like 2 to 3, I'll wake up at like 7 to 8. Typically 8. If I'm going to bed a little early or my naps are going long, I'll be waking up super early. So lately, the past 2 weeks or so, my naps have been going really long. I have not been getting out of VR until like 4 p.m. So like I'll walk and let's say I start laying down around 1. I've been sleeping in VR till like 4, so a good 3 hours. That makes it so that if I go to bed at 2, I'm waking up at like 6. Can't hear Cairo too well. Ripland. When are you going to learn how to belly dance from that one person? From that one person? Wiener dogs, sleep. Hi, ants. We're at Bendy's. Did anybody do the Monster Hunter collab yet? It came out this morning. I know Haxie did. The reward is cool. The actual quest you do is fucking annoying.
What do you have to do?
You have to hunt around for Akuma in the Oilwell Basin, which I discovered. I had literally never been to Area 11 in the Oilwell Basin. I literally could not find it on my map because it's just no monster ever goes there. And it's like it's at a T-junction where you get there and you always go left. And so like I couldn't find him. I was running around for 10 minutes. I was like, fuck this. I'm looking up and it's like, look at Area 11. I was like, okay. I bring up my map. There's no Area 11. I'm like, what? So I look up an interactive map. Find where 11 is. Go there. It's like, oh my god, I've never seen this. I'm HR 160 and I've never been here before. Talk to Akuma. He beats you up. Then he gives you an arena quest to fight in a Jarrakan, which, wow. They're kind of dicks for this arena quest. One, they give you a very specific loadout that is kind of trash. Monster Hunter Wilds. They give you a loadout that is kind of trash, but it has decent attack power. And so it's made to be, you play it as Akuma and you don't bust out your weapon. You're supposed to fight him as Akuma. But like the actual loadout and skills, like they don't even fill out all your decorations. You just have empty decoration slots in your gear, and I'm like, what? Fighting in a Jarrakan with a kind of weak weapon, with no blast blight and no tremor resistance is like, what fucking sadist designed this quest? This is so fucking annoying. It's so just like, ugh. What game is this bro just describing arena? Maybe. I typically don't spend much time in the arena. So maybe this is the typical arena quest, and it's like, yeah, get fucked. It's not supposed to be fun. I felt like this one was just wholly annoying. Is one of the easiest moveset though. It's not hard. Like well, maybe people are struggling with him. I wasn't struggling with him. Hi, Kiyomi. I was killing him in like 10 minutes. And in 3 kills, I had 1 death. And each time I was solo. You can't eat in the arena, which I find really annoying. So you have a really small health bar. But it's just annoying. You're like fighting him, and then you're stunned because you're tremored. And then you're fighting him, and you counter, but you have Blast Blight on you. You start rolling, and then he transforms again, so you're stunned. And it's just like, bro, why do you have so much tremor? Fighting a Jarkon without tremor resistance is just so annoying. And it's like, it's the type of quest where if I did it not in an arena loadout, I'd be like, oh yeah, I didn't remember that this guy shakes the ground so much. I'm gonna go get tremor resistance because I don't hate myself. And you just don't have the option for this. Monster Hunter players, when they have to engage with not being fully optimal for a challenge. Oh my god, ants. That's what this game is about, damn it. You have a problem, you have the tools to fix it. A monster does tremors, you could get tremor resistance. It's about preparation, damn it. I've never used tremor res in my life. Yeah, you also play bowgun. Well, you don't only play bowguns, but I don't know. If I have the option to, I don't know why I wouldn't. You don't hate yourself? It must be nice, Hyuan. Your tool is skill. Are you mad at me, ants? What am I getting roasted for using tremor resistance here for? Or maybe not yours. Ugh. Squats. We're at squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kuro made me laugh. Joins quest to kill monster. Monster finds fat Kuro. Why is it hitting me? What the fuck? Some of the things that Kuro says is genuinely funny. I play every weapon, don't insult me. What game are we talking about? Monster Hunter Wilds. Did I read that twice? No. Somebody just asked what. No. Gana asked what game it was. Hi, Rivo. It's Monster Hunter Wilds. They just had their Street Fighter collab where you can play as Akuma. You can literally play as Akuma. Like you get the layered armor set, which just transforms you into Akuma, and you get a bunch of extra items that literally turn your loadout, your buttons into fucking Street Fighter moves. Raw dogging Monster Hunter. No tremor resistance, no headphones, no music, no entertainment, no iPad, no book. Feet fully upright, the power of the mind has no limbs. You just gotta fight the monsters naked. I'm not mad at you. I don't think I'm like struggling. I don't think it's like, oh, I can't do this. I just, if I can have tremor resistance, I like it. I don't like when my groove gets interrupted. I don't like when I'm like, hit, dodge, hit, counter, hit, dodge, hit, counter. And then the monster just like slams the ground and I have to wait there for 5 seconds. It's like, this just feels like it totally threw me off. I just don't like that. And so anytime something like that happens in Monster Hunter, I'm going to put effort into reducing that. I've done 1 squat. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Jello knees. Damn, Overwatch and Monster Hunter got Street Fighter collabs. Nice little payday for Capcom. I think I didn't realize he even tremors. He does a lot of these like ground slams, and then he'll like put his hands in the ground and like make a bunch of lava and then like throw lava at you. It's just like, I don't know. It just fucking throws off my rhythm and I hate it. I'm the player. You are the one that should be sunlocked. Only fought him with greatsword and block or offset every attack. I They give you Greatsword, Switch Axe, Insect Glaive,
Longsword and heavy bowgun.
Longsword, Heavy Bowgun, and Bow, right? Hi, Elder. Thank you for the sub. Is that a Matthew sub or was that yours? Mpreg and Mpreg 2. What? Matthews? Okay. Thank you for your honesty. I'm not increasing the incline if it's Matthews. Because we've already done that incline increase. We lost Harambe 9 years ago. 2, 3, 4. Have it till December? Okay. He's the most fun to fight in my opinion, so I was just confused. You find him fun to fight? I do not find this one fun to fight. I'd find him fun if he's not doing ground tremors. When he's not doing that, I don't think it's a bad time. Hi, Oni. Because there's actually, like, moments where I get into a rhythm where it's like, I hit, I roll, I hit, I roll, I hit, I counter, I stand there and I counter again, and then I hit, and then he gets knocked over, and I do a full burst, and it's like, there's moments where it's like, you feel like you're in a slugfest with a monster. You can fucking hear Rules of Nature playing, and you're like, this is a good mood. This is, like, I'm having fun here. And I just get fucking, tremored. And then I have Blast Blight. And I get tremored, and I'm just like, Hop. Ground Tremor seems to be his main mechanic, lol. It's that, it's Blast Blight, I don't know, I don't think I struggled with him when I first encountered him going through the story. In the story, they have you fight 2. And you're in the same room with them, and then they split up. Hammer Girl goes after one, you go after the other. And it's like that room where you're fighting 2 of them is a little intense. I don't know if it's time gated or you have to get them like 5% of their health down. I was playing Switch Axe at the time, and they weren't doing a lot of ground tremors, I think, so I was kind of just doing a lot of hit and run tactics, and it felt really, really good. I felt like, dude, I'm playing out of my mind right now. That was the story when I first got there. Once I started fighting them in high rank, I had switched from Switch Axe, and I was using Gunlance more. And with Gunlance, I don't care about their tremors or their roars at all. I can just block that. But if they ever get Blast Blight on me, I fucking hate dealing with that as a guard player. So, like, playing Gunlance and getting Blast Blight, it's just like, It's got to do these little fucking short hops, which takes 4 seconds off of the Blast Blight. And you have to do, like, 5 of them for each one. Tired dealing? Well, I don't have to tell you. Go to bed. Go to bed, Trogdor. What are we at? We're at 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why you expect anything different, Trogdor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he pouts. And then he pouts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Funlands being the block weapon sounds wrong to me. But I've never played a Mountain. So it's the Gunlance, not the Fun. The Gunlance. There are 2... Just a clone or 2. There's 2 primarily block weapons. And that is the Lance and the Gunlance. After that, there's a few weapons that can block, but it's usually not their main focus. Heavy Bowgun can be very... Autocorrect? Gotcha. Heavy Bowgun can be very, very block focused. Greatsword is typically not block focused, although this game it's got some weird animation canceling with it, so it's actually very good to be blocking with it. Sword and Shield has a pretty good block, but it's like your last resort. Ideally, you just are mobile enough that you don't get hit, or you have your dodge roll. And if you can't use either of those, you've got your block. And then Charge Blade, Kyra, we are picking you up a little bit.
Sorry.
All good.
Let me turn up my threshold a little bit.
Charge Blade has pretty good block, but they don't like want to just like hard block. I don't think Charge Blade ever wants to just like sit there and be like, I'm blocking. I think they want to block during like transforms when they get guard points. The Lance and the Gun Lance, more so the Lance, they want to just like fucking block hits. Sword and Shield.
I see the problem now.
Sword and Shield has been such a good weapon this game. It's always been like... It's like it didn't have a good spot unless it was a support weapon.
I don't think I can hang out.
Oh? Hi, Glitch Bunny.
The microphone is using my phone speaker, and it doesn't let me change the input device because it's mobile.
You can't mute on mobile?
I can mute, but like...
When you just unmute to talk and
I'm
then
just saying
mute?
I can't use my earbuds to talk.
Oh.
I'll have to walk over to my phone, unmute, say a thing,
Oh.
walk back over to what I'm doing.
So you don't just like sit at a desk, you're like moving around a room?
Yeah, I'm moving around a room right now because I'm working on something.
Oh. Okay. Hello, new friend. How are you today? I'm good. It was my birthday yesterday. Everybody was very nice to me. Today I get like a nice birthday dinner. Today actually kind of feels like more like my birthday. We're at the Plank, right? Happy birthday, Elon. Thank you.
There we go. I'll use toggle.
Too nice to you? What the fuck, Trogdor? That's so mean. Okay for you guys to be nice to me. Oh, I just missed 28 minutes. Alright. 28:10, 31:10, and 3 minutes of planking. Agreed? What the fuck? Sorry I missed your birthday. Well, happy late birthday. No, it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, Glitch, I've never been one to celebrate my birthday. It's always been like I don't like thinking about it. Don't celebrate it. But other people like celebrating it. So I've tried to be less of a Debbie Downer and let them have their fun. Had to bully Euland on entry because he got off too easy yesterday. What the heck? Reminds me when I was like climbing trains and performing So Dangerous stuff while listening to Euland streams. My old workplace. Nice character development. Me listening to Euland streams on the forklift. 1 minute down. Me unregistered on the forklift. What are we doing today? Today, we'll be walking at least 5 miles. We may have to end our videos early because after my stream, my friend is playing Repo, a community day. And this is his last Repo community day before he goes to Poland for a month. And then the Dorito Man doesn't let him back in the country. I joke. I really hope that doesn't happen. I really hope he can come back. He'll be in Poland for a month. This is Aiko we're talking about. He used to go by Koyo Red. He'll be doing Repo and we'll be playing with him after our walk. That's it. I'm getting the PS5 VR2 to finally play VR chat. and before 4.9 miles starts a new video. If that happens, Gana, we're just ending. We'll just end. I'm going to break my we end when a video ends rules. We're gonna shoot for 12:30 cutoff. So like if we hit 12, we'll stop walking. And at 12:30 we'll raid out. To be fair, I was only allowed to park it and fill it with propane. 15 seconds. No, I heard it actually not that bad.
We're back.
Or, you know. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Glitch Bunny. How long can you plank, Glitch Bunny? It's time. Sleep well, Trogdor. I don't know how you were gonna survive without a nap. I also don't, Gana. 2 seconds max. Off. Oh my god. Not even letting me lay down and rest for a moment. I am not an athletic bunny. Well, if you ever want to start with planks. Planks are really good for you. If you build that up a little each day, start with like doing a minute every day, and it doesn't have to be like all at once minute. It could be like 5 seconds, and then you stop. Then you do 5 more seconds. You've done 10 seconds of planking. Get a minute done, and eventually you'll get to a point where you can do it a solid minute. Then you start increasing your time. But increasing your core, that'll go a long way. Good night, Trogdor. Thank you. Sleep well. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a fucking leaf blower right outside my room. I just wanted you to see that real quick. Oh. Sleep well, Trogdor. See you at Repo. Mwah. Oh. Aforementioned, flanks are so iffy. So many people do them dodgy. I'll blow your leaves, Haxy. Rotato. See you soon, femboy. See you, space femboy. Okay. You guys wait here. I need to turn my trackers around. I love my father. I swear he is so, like, unaware of just how much noise he makes. And I'm sitting here like, really? You had to start this at 9:30? You couldn't have done this part at 8:30? Or, like, after? Ugh. Is that the humming? I don't know how loud it is for you guys. For me, it's like stupid loud. For me, it's like, it feels like it's just 10 feet right on the other side of the wall. Oh. Huh, what happened to my calibration there? My feet were like pigeon-toed, and I was like, what the? The mic isn't picking it up, but maybe... you guys can probably hear it when I'm talking, but it's not like I'm not saying anything and you guys are hearing it. That was just feedback or something? Hardly hear it. Well, it's not silent, that's for sure, but it's not too bad. Yeah, when you talk. Yeah. I can see that it's not opening the mic. But let's get walking. Bring up this. We're walking through Zandalar beaches to start. That might be a little loud. There. What? Hi, Micaiah. I separated the beaches of the BFA zones. So there's the Zandalar beaches, and then there's the Kultiris beaches. The Kultiris beaches, like a 40-minute video. Zandalar beaches, 2 hours. There's a lot more beach real estate in the Horde area. Yeah, when you talk, I'm glad I was able to join the lock. Hell yeah. Yeah, I woke up at 5 this morning. I did some World of Warcraft stuff. I don't know why I'm on retail. I've been knocking out the daily quests and gearing up my rogue. I love and hate my rogue.
643 now.
You're 640. Is that just Mythic Zeros?
No, I did the raid as well. Plus it was reset, so...
Was it LFRs or like normal / heroic?
Both.
Okay. I did all 4 LFRs yesterday. And I actually got 4-piece of the tier set. God, 640 though? Is Haxie actually talking? They are. Oh boy, walking time. Hi, Cookie. I like playing Subtlety. I hate playing Subtlety when it's laggy. And the only time I really lag is when it's like the world boss or like a big event in Undermine. But like, I'll do Shadow Dance, where it's like, I get to Shadow Strike, I get full combo points, and then I eviscerate. So my combo points are just going 7-0, 7-0, 7-0. And it's like too laggy to keep up. And it's like, oh, I feel like I have to hold my abilities. Nice to see a calming stream. Yeah, I don't know. I have a fan on me when walking, so I don't talk or just wind tunnel noises. I've actually never caught it, Haxie. Or maybe I did once. I don't know. I feel like I don't notice it too much. Small room gets hot as fuck otherwise. Yeah. Yeah.
You know that feeling.
Shockrail has been dealing with that. She is a pretty small room. And normally she does like she calls it Monday Pain Day, where she does a lot of exercising, a lot of squats on Mondays. But she hasn't been able to just because it's so hot there, and it will literally turn her room into like a muggy, humid mess. Crazy thought you were just shy. Ain't it cold for you, Axie? Maybe outside? It is still Australia. I don't know how cold Australia gets. I talk here because you own Safe Friend? Ah. What? Really? Also, am I leaning? Yeah, I am. No, this tracker needs to be reset. It is drifting to the right. Cookie!
Yes.
Did you get beat up by Akuma yet?
No.
Not
I
yet.
haven't got to play Monster Hunter yet.
I did it this morning. It's
I was gonna be playing it later.
It's an Ajaricon arena. It's not that bad.
That's what I thought. I assumed it was Gajaricon.
It's a little silly how much of the moveset you actually have available to you. It's like you could just play the rest of Monster Hunter as Akuma from now on.
Yes.
You just
yes.
have that option.
I want to fight every monster like that. Go.
Oh my god.
Kill
Like-
everything with it.
Like 19C for me, but the last few nights it's been single digits. Yeah, it's cold, but PC pumps out heat, keeps room at 18C. When walking gets to 30-ish with treadmill and PC. Oh my god, that's such a massive difference. That's actually crazy that it gets that hot for you. That's almost like, does your room have ventilation, huh? Fair enough then. Sounds like a very small room. My, So I'm in Missouri. And it's so humid and muggy here. The first 5 years of living here, 2009 to 2014, I was upstairs and it was fucking miserable. Hi, Wrath. Summers were just like the worst. You're in Missouri? Missouri, the state. I hated summers here in Missouri. And like, I wasn't even exercising. This was just me using my computer upstairs. And it getting like sweaty as balls up there. Hi, Chewy. I am not in Missouri. I'm in Missouri. God damn it. Now I'm in the basement, which the first 6 months after I came back here, it was an unfinished basement. And everybody was like, oh my god, you live like this? But it was like so much cooler that it was just nice. It was like, dude, I will absolutely take the unfinished basement for like how nice it feels. Hi, Grianne. Oh, this is cute.
Hello.
Same thing. Hope you feel better, Yolan. You're in misery. I have to keep door closed because it's midnight and I have a housemate, so ventilation isn't great. Why do you keep saying the same thing? God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, the 3 years I've been here now, I sleep in the basement. I sleep and just all my stuff is in the basement. I'm here I'm down here 99% of the time. It's colder in winter, but I can bundle up. Well, okay. Sort of. It's way better in summer because like it's a cool 65 down here in summer. Summers are like really nice now. Winters are cold as shit in the basement. And I used to be like one of those winter kids. It's like I put a hoodie on and I'm good. I don't get cold at all. Now, since I lost all this weight, winter's really fucking hard. I get so much colder now. I lost my blubber. Alright, but still no windows? That sounds painful. You say that? But like, I'm kind of okay with no windows. Okay, what you should know about this basement is that it's technically a half basement. It is underground on the, It is underground on the east side, and it is, goes out to the backyard on the west side. And so, two walls of the basement, have windows. Now, the room that I'm in is not one of those walls. This room that I'm in has no windows. But the room that I actually sleep in here in the basement does. Okay. You're gonna need, if you're an audio only listener, this is gonna make no fucking sense. We've got the main room of the basement, right? Where I'm moving my hand. In the corner up here is a guest room. To the left of that is a bathroom. This is the main basement room, right? This is like living room / bar area. Bedroom up here, bathroom here. Mine is over here. It's a bedroom / storage room that doesn't have windows. And then along the bottom side of the basement, the east side is like more of like storage, garage stuff. I wish I had a pen. I wish I had a pen right now. It feels pretty nice where I am, ATM. Been rainy weather. Cool 21C. That sounds so heavenly, Chewy. I love rainy weather. Because I hate leaving the house, right? Bro, underestimating my mind's eye. I hate leaving the house, Chewy. So, like, overcast and dreary and rainy. That's like my jam, because nobody asks you to leave the house. I don't know when I realized it. But I kind of was like, man, why do I like rainy weather? Nobody asked me to do shit in rainy weather. This is nice. I hate how warm it is here. So many cool jumpers, but it's never cold enough to wear them. It is making no sense. Sorry, that Windows message was for Haxie, but still, my bedroom window is only ever closed when it rains. I like the sound of rain. I don't like the sound of storming. I lived in a house for 3 years where storms would, like, just kill my power. And so, like, you'd hear lightning strike and there was a good chance my power would flicker from it. And so for a while, it was like, oh, it's a really bad storm. I'm unplugging my computer and playing the Wii U or 3DS. Which was really fucking annoying. That or it was just take a nap. I have not had to deal with that for a while. I have had, this house has had a power surge. But that was because lightning struck the lake in the backyard. I live on a lake. And when that happened, this particular fuse in this room was on the same fuse as the power to the dock, and so it just surged it. It wasn't like a direct lightning strike or anything, but it was a diffused lightning strike, and so it just tripped the breaker. We're at 0.5 already? Damn. Speaking of World of Warcraft, they had Season 8. This is the Scarlet Enclave raid. Pretty neat stuff. People have been talking about what are they going to do for Season 9. And the Season of Discovery devs basically said, I don't know if they said we're going to stop or slow down specifically. I know they said slow down, but I don't know if they meant stop. They are going to be slowing down or stopping and focusing on the next big Classic project, which I'm really hoping is Classic Plus. They are not shutting down the Season of Discovery servers. You know, basically it was like, people like these characters. There's no reason to just delete them. You know, if you want to keep playing Season of Discovery, have fun. But they are going to be, content is going to be slowing down or stopping for it. And they have announced, next big Classic project is the focus. We don't know when that's coming out. We don't know when that is. What we do know is that this team was made to kind of make like a snapshot view of different versions of Classic. Hi, Yasu. It's just Classic Mop? What do you mean it's just Classic Mop? That's a completely different thing. I'm really hoping it's Classic Plus. But they did say, also, hi Yasu. They did say that if you kill the final boss in Scarlet Enclave and Season of Discovery, you will get a level 80 boost for Mists of Pandaria. So when it launches, you have a character ready for it. Yeah. That seems a little unnecessary to me. Hi, Kimmy. Wait, what's up? That's dumb. I agree, that's dumb. I can get a boost? I believe so. If you full clear the raid of Scarlet Enclave on Season of Discovery, you get a boost for Classic Mists of Pandaria. I feel the need to go full clear the raid just to get the boost. To me, it's like, if all you want is the boost, if all you want is the character that's ready for Mists of Pandaria, wouldn't it be easier to just level a character in the classic Kata server? Like, wouldn't it be easier to just level up to 80 on something? Hi, Kimmy. Ow.
We're gonna go right now.
If they announce Classic Plus from the Season of Discovery team, I actually want to go hard on it. Am I gonna raid in Season of Discovery? No. That's SMH bringing logic here. I would rather just level a character on Kata to 80, then level a character to 60 on Season of Discovery, and then raid gear it. And like, that sounds like a shit ton more work, specifically the getting it raid ready and clearing the Scarlet Enclave. That's what seems like, oh boy, that doesn't sound fun.
I believe in you.
The question is, can you boost monks? I would assume so. Hi, Violet. Bring on logic. Time to take it on. VOD Classic soon. I'm just like, I don't really want to play any of the different versions of Classic. I like Season of Discovery. I want like a modern Classic version. I want Classic WoW, but it has balanced classes. It has transmog. It has modern models. Like, I want that in Classic. I don't really want to play anything that's like the Unga Grungle aesthetics, where like just everything looks fucking ugly because it's 20 years ago. I don't want that. I like how my character looks. Hey, Akeetlin, hi. Guys, I'm so excited for Repo today. I'm scared I'm gonna be tired and fall asleep, but I'm so excited. I just need to do things to, like, keep myself awake.
Jerk off.
That helps me sleep.
Same.
I don't know about you, but that shit just like done. I'm wide awake.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I'm straight up Randy Marsh from that episode of South Park, where he's making cream frige at the school lunch thing. And Sharon, like, practices with a shake weight the whole episode, jerks him off, and she's like, "Are you gonna go to that school thing?" He's like, "What? Nah, fuck that. I'll go to bed." And he just rolls over and falls asleep. That's me when I'm like, when I bust.
Like, if I need to be like up, or if I'm being up for like 24 hours, like chances are, if I'm trying to stay awake further, I'll just like go to that.
Yeah, no, that 100% just puts me down. It's like, oh man, it's so late, but I'm not tired. What do I do? Jork it, and then I'm good to go to bed. Huh? Bonk. Kofifi. Look,
Bonk.
this isn't even a degenerate discussion. I'm giving insomniacs real advice here. Bust nuts. Shoot rope, and this will help you sleep. Alright? Unless you're weird. Like this one. You know, that can help you fall asleep.
I also crave chocolate milkshake afterwards.
I'd been getting chocolate milk to like reward myself with just 1 glass a day of chocolate milk. I have no willpower. I have no discipline. I cannot stay out of it. It should last like 8 to 9 days. And I go through it in 4 and I'm like, fuck. Or are you the weird one?
It's like, how long does it normally take you to eat bread? Like,
To
if you had like a
eat
loaf
bread?
of bread to yourself. Yeah, like a loaf of bread for yourself, like days.
That's just 1 meal.
No, like you have a loaf. Wait,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, same.
You just have the big sourdough like ball and you just, you know.
I stopped buying bread because I ate it too quick.
Yeah. Hi, non-dairy. Yeah, no, I don't get bread because I also eat it too quick. I used to get bread rolls. I used to love getting bread rolls, but those are just like, they're fucking candy to me. Good morning, cute distraction. Whoa, you can't just say that. I want Ucult after, don't know why. What is Ucult? Because I see you at the beginning and I think that's just like a name version of me, but the way you word it, I'm like, is that an actual food? I feel like this is an actual food.
Are you cold?
Yeah.
It's like a drink,
Probiotics.
right? That's
Oh, I've never heard of it
vegan.
before.
tastes like just like bread when I was a kid. Just guzzle them down.
Huh. Yakult is a
Well, I
yogurt
don't know.
diet drink thing, somewhere between a day and a month for bread. Like a probiotic drink. Okay.
Not like a probiotic drink, it is a probiotic drink.
They're pretty good. I haven't had one in forever. I actually haven't seen one in forever.
It's got a specific taste. I'm thinking about WoW. And the last 2 days I've been playing a lot of Rogue. I've been maining Rogue. Why am I doing this? Why am I maining Rogue? And this morning I tried my Warrior and my Shaman and I was like, do I like these? Would I like these more? And the rotation was just a little off, so I was like, eh. The problem with WoW, at least my problem with WoW right now, they have so much diversity in their builds. They have so many options for what you can do with your talent trees and rotations, but there's only like one good version. You really shouldn't be like mix matching your talents too much, because there's just like, this talent in particular is good. Like, it's just good, you never don't want to take it. And WoW has a little bit of that problem where it's like, you could build 100 different builds with your talents. 3 of them are good. And they have different uses. It'll be like, this one's for AoE, this one's for sustain, this one's for burst. But you're kind of cute, so I'll let it
What's your
slide.
AoE talents, everybody?
Dude, I hate swapping builds and talents for stuff. Give me the fucking general build that's just good at everything, and let me be happy. You cool. I tried out Assassination yesterday also, because I was wondering, like, you know, maybe Assassination would be a little bit more simple than Subtlety is. Subtlety button-wise is really simple, but like knowing what to do when can get a little like, ugh. But assassination. It feels like you have so many builders to use. You've got mutilate. You've got ambush. You're supposed to keep garrote rolling. You're supposed to keep Shiv on cooldown, and it's just like, man. Ugh. Retail's like super dumbed down. I don't really like it, to be honest. I feel the opposite, Ganna. I feel like retail compared to all the classic versions is way more complicated. And playing at a casual level, like let's say you were in a normal raid group, you did your delves. There's a lot of systems to play with. There's a lot of like grinds and farms and reps. There's a lot of things to checklist every week. Playing at the highest level, Mythic Plus or Mythic Raid, that shit's harder than anything you'll see in the past. I'm talking class-wise. See, that's just like wild to me, Ganna. Like, look at builds. There's not like that many options for builds, sure.
Look at me.
But like, hi Dan. When you look at the builds that were in the game now compared to then, I mean, talents are just pointless back then. You know, put 5 points in +1 crit chance per level.
It's like the auto-generated.
Ugh. And then especially like, to move away from builds, the actual like, what is it? I'm mind blinking. The actual button rotation you're pressing, obviously in Classic it was ungodly simple. I made it for beach day, you did. Ganna, hug, hug, hug. Hi Techno, morning when I just woke up. Then I was playing as Akuma this morning. I was doing the Street Fighter collab. I need to do it 2 more times.
He's Akuma.
Sure. Well, that's much is known.
Are you enjoying Wednesday Beach Day? I am.
You like that, Kimmy?
I woke up super fucking early. I woke up at 5.
You sent me a budding snack.
Yeah.
What's wrong with a bunning snack?
Yeah, what's wrong with a bunning snack?
Nothing. I was expecting to see a budding snack at 1 a.m.
I don't know where to stand. Stand right next to Grianne.
Yolan loves budding snags.
I don't even know what they are. We love a bunning sausage sizzle. You also the removal of buffs. Like I get it, but and maybe it's better, but still Bunnings. Too many Aussies. We do have a lot of Aussies here with us. It's kind of nice. Although one of them is not Aussie.
It's a convenient time for them.
One of them is it a convenient time or is it the fucking worst time for them? These are all the freakish, why am I up at 3 a.m. Aussies right now?
I'm up at this time because I've got
And
time
in the
off.
Floridian.
True.
Unless you live in WA. This is just normal time zone.
It's midnight L. 3 a.m. This is not convenient for me, Lamau. I know I'm like, convenient? Hang on. Been going to bed at like 6 a.m. The buffs is something that WoW has never known what to do with. Right? Because, you know, over the years, we've seen them add all the buffs and then remove them and then put them all back and then remove them.
What fucking menu is personal space even under?
Hello, juice.
I got it.
I actually have no idea. Yahoo's talking shit about Washington? Wow. I didn't hear it.
Comfort. Let me see. It's in comfort and safety.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that.
You just don't have that on mobile?
Nope.
Oh. Western Australia?
There's
What?
Under,
Oh, okay.
Under comfort, the only option is responsive menu. I'm finding out mobile's a lot more restrictive than I knew.
Western Australia,
You
why?
could have guessed the mobile version stripped down as fuck.
Yeah,
Who could have
yeah.
ever predicted this?
That's somewhat shocking that they would remove that one though. That's like what? That's like a basic feature. I think he's talking, but he left his mic.
Oh, it's beta build technically.
I'm gonna remove your
No,
kneecap
you can't hear
lens.
me if
No,
I'm
you're
walking
not.
Around. You can't hear me if I'm walking around because I can't change my fucking input.
Techno, I don't know if you knew this. You're a fucking chow. Have you seen the length, the reach of your arms compared to the size of your fat fucking head? You are literally the T-Rex from Meet the Robinsons. Master, I can't reach him. I have a big head and little arms. I'm just not sure how well thought out this plan is. That's you, Techno. Any of your threats are just empty. Hollow. I think it's just always on for mobile. Yeah, but my power stat is 8. So I'm really, really strong. So? You can't do anything with it. You literally can't reach my kneecaps, Techno. You have a big head and little arms. Also, like, you especially have a big head. The other chows, you know, they call you Egghead. Stop being a meanie, Ewan. Violet, it's self-defense. You can't call it being mean when he's threatening to break my kneecaps. He's not even threatening. He's just stating, I'm gonna break your kneecaps. This is literally just me defending myself. Mods, remove Ewan's kneecaps for me, please.
Oh, Dylan.
That's me.
I was watching Mises this morning.
Mm-hmm.
They did the fucking Pro ZD. I collected all 900 pine cones at the end of Expedition 33.
Uh-huh.
They slapped the final boss so hard it like skipped some of their dialogue.
No!
Like, skipped one
shit.
like the little cutscenes.
That's so tragic.
They literally had to do like the free aim little poke attacks so they could see the dialogue. Otherwise, they would insta kill the boss with a basic attack.
That's so funny. Techno, that sounded
Well,
like
they're
you'd be
like,
too
"Oh my
short
God,
to
it's-
reach Ewan's kneecaps yourself.
They're like, oh my god, it's so crazy that I'm doing this much damage. I'm like, you're 40 levels over level. Like, this is a short JRPG. The scaling... The scaling is a little bit, quickened.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... We were talking about their takes with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's very, very wrong. So... I was playing Akuma this morning. I was fighting a Jarkon. And Cairo was messaging me like, oh no! He liked Breath of the Wild but hates Tears of the Kingdom! How? How? And I'm like, well, from a story perspective, I get it, right? Because Breath of the Wild, it's got a clean story. You wake up with no memory. The voice of this ghost girl is telling you to, you know, destroy Ganon in the castle and hurry up. She's holding him for as long as she can. You go around the world powering up. You get the 4 divine beasts. What the fuck? And then you go stop Ganon. The proper way to do it was to get all the memories and restore your memory. Reunite with Zelda, yada yada. It's a very minimalist story. But it's very, like, it's good. It's clean. It gives you a lot of freedom to just run around the map, do the game in whatever order you want. And it is a good story. Tears of the Kingdom story is like, is this a sequel? Is it not? I'm not entirely sure. It kind of seems like, you know, Breath of the Wild leads up into the Tears of the Kingdom. But also, like, there's a lot of continuity errors, like, it just is weird. Tears was just more breath. Hobbit. It depends on which aspect of the game you look at. If you look at the story, Breath of the Wild is a good, I'd say like 7 to 10 story. It's very minimalist. It's very like, there's not much of it, but what is there is good. Whereas Tears of the Kingdom is like, it's confusing. Like, you don't know if it's a sequel or not. And then, it's got a lot of timey-wimey stuff, which is like, It has pretty big moments. Collecting the final dragon tear is like, holy fucking shit. And then the final boss fight is like, holy fucking shit. So that stuff is cool. There are a few moments where it's like, wow, these two characters tried to do a thing and that was real fucking stupid of them. I'd say the Tears of the Kingdom story, just for its continuity issues alone, is like a 4 of 10. It's just weak. It's just weak.
One of the big problems I had, Ewan, because it lets you do it in any order. Anytime you like go through a dungeon and you see one of the champions' cutscenes, it's like their flashback, but it does the same flashback like 4 times for every champion.
Yeah.
It's just, like the exact same cutscene, but the camera shot is of them, but all the dialogue is the same. Talking about like guys are the champions. We have to defeat Ganon.
When you look at... Hi, Golden Gooner. When you look at the exploration, Tears of the Kingdom is a better world than Breath of the Wild. The problem is, it's the same world. Everybody played Breath of the Wild first, except for like a handful of freaks, like 12 people. The vast majority of people played Breath of the Wild first. So you go through the game in Breath of the Wild, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. You get to the Zora domain and you're like, holy shit, this is amazing. You get there in Tears of the Kingdom and it's like, oh good, this place is the same. You get to Kakariko Village and you're like, wow, this is what the Sheikah village is like in Breath of the Wild. This is amazing, this is neat. You get there in Tears of the Kingdom and you're like, damn, this place was cool, but it really had a number done on it with these rings falling on it. You get to the Goron village and you're like, yo, they've got a fucking Mount Rushmore. This place is awesome. You get there in Tears of the Kingdom and it's like, cool, they still have their Mount Rushmore. Like, everything in Tears of the Kingdom didn't feel magical and like amazing because you had literally seen it before.
Cool.
It's all amazing, it's good, but you never got that like first like, whoa, holy shit feeling that you did constantly in Breath of the Wild.
I guess so.
So, like, just going through Tears of the Kingdom, it didn't feel as magical. It didn't feel as, like, wonderment and wide eyes and, like, wow, this is so good. You get that a few times in the underground, and you get that in a few areas in the sky, but on the ground, it's like, it's all the same.
Yeah. We've never really had a direct Zelda sequel, unless you, like, count, like, Majora's Mask or, like, Spirit Tracks. Like, it's a different world, but it's, like, similar style of game.
Hi, Kuro. I'm sorry we didn't play more today. You were dumb and killed your Ajarkons too fast.
I hate to say it.
Who
plays Zelda for the story?
Wait, say that again?
Who plays Zelda for the story?
Most people. Most people do. I would say yes. I'd say the Zelda and the world setting are the big reasons. We love you and apologize. I am simply too gamer. Yeah. Saying who plays Zelda for the story is like, what the fuck the majority does, huh? That's what most people do.
Absolutely not.
I think there's a lot of casual gamers that play the Legend of Zelda games for the story, don't 100% it, and never pick it up again.
That's crazy. I don't like that.
Well, I get over it because it sells copies and sells units.
I think out there that, man, there really are people that played Breath of the Wild and they never parried a Guardian laser.
Probably, yeah.
That
Now-
would be my
There's
stepmom.
probably people who play Breath of the Wild and they never killed
My,
a guardian.
my
Oh,
stepmom
God.
did that.
Yeah.
She played the entire game without pairing the entire time.
Oh god.
You know how annoying was watching her try to fight Ganon?
A
and
lot.
Have to parry.
Was she just
Yes.
waiting for Darunia's sacrifice? Just like, oh, I gotta wait 15 minutes for. Oh no! That's
I had to watch
awful.
this. It was the most annoying thing to
Dark
watch.
side Phil here.
Because
Right
I'm like,
there,
you could
dog.
just parry.
Oh
but she doesn't
my
know how to
God.
parry.
Tears of the Kingdom.
She beat it.
Now, if you disconnected Tears of the Kingdom from Breath of the Wild, if it was like when you played Tears of the Kingdom, you had a completely fresh experience, you were like completely able to disconnect your memories of Breath of the Wild from it. I think Tears of the Kingdom is a better game than Breath of the Wild. I think it's the same map, so you can't say Breath of the Wild map is better. I think Breath of the Wild has a better story. I think the systems in Tears of the Kingdom are better and more complete. I feel like the world is more full and fleshed out. Breath of the Wild has a lot of just open fields, which I'm okay with. But Tears of the Kingdom had a way of like filling more area without it being like, oh, this is a checklist, we gotta, you know, every field has to have something. It feels like there's a lot of like, it's just more efficient use. And like, I don't know, that in the sky and the underground, I think Tears of the Kingdom is just a better game overall. I've heard someone say that Breath of the Wild is the demo for Tears of the Kingdom.
I would agree, yes.
Hi, Kyle.
I mean, like, you need the hard mode almost in Breath of the Wild, otherwise the world's like pretty empty.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And the enemy variety is just not
Yeah.
really there.
Wasn't like, cause if I remember right, I thought there was something about like how it was supposed to be a DLC, but then like they found out it was a little bit too big and too much, so they made it into a separate game
Mm-hmm.
and then expanded off of that.
Maybe? I wouldn't be surprised. To catch up. Tears was just more breath. Tears of the Kingdom more like PP of the Kingdom, cack. Like it felt more like it should have been DLC than just full-fledged sequel. Figuring out the dragon plot was cool as fuck, I loved it. I never know what the combo is about here. My thing with the Dragon Tears is that you can just do them out of order. You go like tier 1 scene, tier 2, to tier 8 and just be confused. Well, so here's the thing.
It's kind of supposed
Yeah.
to be like you're piecing the story together.
No. So in Breath of the Wild, they give you 12 memories. And it's like oh, I gotta thank Kuro properly. Thank you, Kuro. I really appreciate it. Good job today. Kuro, I was saying earlier, I was so scared for Haxie when they were like, it's crashing, I have to reinstall it, it's crashing. I don't know if I have cloud save, and I was just like, oh god, please. But thank you, Kuro. I don't know if you're still here, but good job today. Mwah. Breath of the Wild memories. They give you the 12, they're all over, and getting them in order is really fucking difficult. And so, like, you watch them all, and then you're like, great. Now let me watch them all again from the codex, because I want to see these in order, because I definitely didn't collect them in order. In Tears of the Kingdom, they recognize this, and they literally tell you what the order is. You get that first one, which is the first one. And then they tell you to go to the old Temple of Time, and there's literally the mural on the wall that's like, this is the order, do them left to right. And so it's a lot easier to do them in order in Tears of the Kingdom. If you don't, that's on you.
I did it horrendously wrong in Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh.
Wow, like, how?
The Dragon Tears was the last thing I did. I rocked up with the Master Sword and did the first Dragon Tear.
God damn it. Wait, hold on. The Dragon Tears are... Oh my god, Cairo. I'm not saying you play games wrong.
Master Sword, I was like at the end of the game, and to get the true ending, that was the only thing I had to do left. I'm like, oh, I guess I should do this now.
That was like the coolest part of the game for me. So that was like, I did the Sheikah Towers, and then I did the Tears. That was like 1 and 2 for me. And so like...
I thought that
Yeah, and then you're here going, who plays Zelda games for the story? Yeah, it's all fucking
I saw
clicking.
That hot air balloon. She's like, you gotta travel up this slow ass hot air balloon with me. I'm like, nah.
Okay. You know what's really funny for me?
No.
When I did Tutorial Island up in the sky, I jumped down and landed in the water. And they're like, there's a town over there. Go there. And I was like, or I could go to Gerudo Town and get my femboy outfit. So like, I'm 200 feet away from Castle Town. I just veer off to the left and go all the way to Gerudo Town. And I'm able to get in that city. And they don't give me a Gerudo Vi outfit. And I'm like running around the desert doing every shrine out there. Unlocking the temple, almost clearing the temple. It's so hard because I don't have a fucking glider. And I'm like, damn. This game's so much harder without a glider. Why didn't they give me... I mean, I guess because I just have, you know, the different tools, but... This is crazy that they didn't give me a glider. 10 hours in, I unlock a glider skin. It's like a glider fabric that's like, hey, if you want your glider to look like it has mushrooms on it, bring this to Hateno Village. So I'm like, oh, there is a glider. I just haven't unlocked it yet. I'm hoping you can still listen. And so, I didn't get the Gerudo Vi outfit because it's not in the fucking game. And I'm like, fuck it. It's been like 10 hours running around this desert. I'm gonna go do other things in the game. I run to Hateno Village because that's where you get the glider, right? That's where the fabric says to do it. I find the guy and he's like, hey, if you get a glider, I can change this fabric for you. Fuck, so where do I get the glider? It takes me like 20 hours to figure out, oh, Castletown where they were telling me to go initially and I never went. That's where I get the glider. On my way there, I stopped by and found Impa. And Impa's like, hey, I'm gonna ask Cairo if he heard all that.
Hero.
Cairo, did you have stream open and hear all that?
No, I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Okay.
I had a phone call, so it vaporized me.
I'm gonna read chat and then I'll tell that story again because we were halfway through it.
Okay, yeah, I also can't read chat, so if
Okay.
anyone yells at
Figuring out the dragon plot was cool as fuck.
sorry.
I loved it. I never know what the combos about here aren't. My thing with the dragon tiers is that you can just do them out of order. You shouldn't have done them out of order because they have the mural that tells you the order. We love Yulin, raid, hi raiders. Apologize, I am simply too gamer. I see a Cairo. A lot of people play Zelda for the story. I only played Clair Obscure for the story. That's debatable, Kuro. That's kind of Nintendo's main story game. Is it the best? No, but casuals love that shit. I did not want to collect all the Korok seeds. Yippee and hooray, 'tis a glorious speech day, good morning. So the mechanics is a fun part to talk about. Breath of the Wild had the more impactful mechanics. Tears of the Kingdom had the more mechanically impressive mechanics, but mechanically impressive doesn't mean fun to most people. I can agree with that, Hobbit, because like, the mechanics in the Sheikah Slate abilities in Breath of the Wild are very straightforward. They're very much, you click on the thing, you do the thing. They didn't want to do the same set of abilities because they wanted all new puzzles for Tears of the Kingdom. So they came up with new mechanics for the Sheikah Slate, right? But they're all a little bit more complex. Everything in Breath of the Wild was like 1 to 2 buttons. In Tears of the Kingdom, there's a lot of like 3 to 5 buttons, right? It's very much... you know, there's the accessibility of like ease of button presses. The fewer buttons, the more people will do it. And Tears of the Kingdom loses out in that regard. Now, Tears of the Kingdom lets you do way more complex things, but I do think I had more fun with the Sheikah Slate abilities. It took a long time for them to click with me in Tears. Shame it's also Repo Day, so no chance of going too long, but yay, it's also Repo Day. Against all odds, I still have a computer and can play today. Ayland, I have 12.4k pointlets. I just went and explored and found them all just running around. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It's all about exploration. Maps are for nerds. Hi, Cairo. Went everywhere about the town. Or but the town. Dude. Okay. Typical femboy. Only one desire. Cairo. You're here, right, Cairo?
Hero.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick drink and then I will tell my Impa Blimp story.
Okay. While you're drinking, I have shit to talk. Chris said I play Expedition 33 for the story. I literally watched him play, skip dialogue in the beginning of the game for quote unquote too much yapping, and then proceeded to skip all the tutorials about the inventory.
Yeah, no, I saw him say that and I was like, what the fuck did this man just say? I'm gonna. Okay. Me playing Tears of the Kingdom. So I do Tutorial Island up in the sky. You dive down and you land in the lake, right? And the game goes, there's Castletown. There's people right there. Go talk to them. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck that. I gotta go look like a whore by going to Gerudo Town and getting my femboy outfit. So they told me walk 200 feet forward to go to this town. I turned left and went to the desert. There's no Gerudo Vi outfit in Tears of the Kingdom.
No.
So I was looking around the desert, doing side quests in Gerudo Town, unlocking the temple.
Wait, did you get the glider?
No. No, I did not get the glider.
Oh.
It made running around the desert really fucking hard. So like, unlocking the temple where they're like, go talk to the red pillars and angle them. Yeah, imagine not gliding to those. Imagine going down into the dust storm where you have no map and trying to find the red pillars that way, while there's a bunch of Gibdos attacking you. Hi, Zuvi. Happy 2nd birthday day, Elon. Thank you. I spend 10 hours in the desert. I get no Gerudo Vi outfit. And I'm like, man, this is so hard. Why did they make this game not have a glider? This is so much more difficult. And then I unlock a thing that's like, hey, you've unlocked a skin for your glider. Go to Hateno Village to unlock your glider. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. So if I go to Hateno Village, I'll get the glider. So I spend 5 hours going to Hateno Village. I go talk to the dye trader. And I'm like, give me my glider. And he's like, oh, I see you've got a glider skin. Once you have a glider, I can apply it and you can use your new mushroom texture for your glider. And I'm like, oh shit. I don't get it here. He just customizes it. Fuck, where do I get it? Oh, I'd probably get it at Castletown. That thing that I never talked to. So I go back to the desert. I teleport there. Because that would be a lot faster to get to Castletown. I'm going to Castletown, right? And on the way, I come across Impa. And she's like, Link, I need to go up in this blimp. Can you fix it for me? And I'm like, yeah, sure thing. So I fix her little blimp. We go up in it. And she's like, look, do you see the pattern? It's like a giant hieroglyph. Find where the dragon tear is, and you might find something magical. I don't know. I'll stay up here and, see if I can spot anything from up here. And I'm like, what? No, we gotta land this thing. She's like, no, I'm gonna stay up here. But you go down and look. I don't have a fucking glider. And she's just like, get off my blimp. Get off. Literally jump. Kill yourself. Jump from here right now. And I'm like, Impa, please. Impa, no. I don't have a glider.
Fast travels down.
I did fast travel down because I wasn't gonna live if I didn't. I fast traveled down. I had to spend 10 minutes running fucking back to her. I found the tear. She immediately comes down like, oh, you found it. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking stab you, you stupid old bitch. I swear. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I agree. The fact that you don't get the glider in the tutorial is a big miss. They just like give you the open world and would just don't have a tool that you need.
I get it. Like, I do get it. Because they, as soon as you land, they tell you, go to Castletown. And it's like...
Yeah, but you just got out of like a 3-hour tutorial. You don't want to be told what to do. Like,
yeah.
You can't give the player agency to do whatever they want and then say, okay, but you need to keep going through the line at the boring convention for another like 10 more minutes.
I will agree. I will agree. They should have... I feel like they maybe should have had you land in a lake in Castletown instead of the lake outside. And then it's like, Purah talks to you, Purah talks to you, you get the glider, you unlock the towers. Because that was another thing. I saw the towers, I was like, this unlocks the map. And I get to them, and you need the paraglider to unlock the map for the towers. There's a whole sequence of like, connect yourself to a cable, launch yourself into the air, and then take pictures, and like, that's how you unlock the map. I didn't have the glider, so I'm like, what do I do with this thing? I don't know how to do it. I literally climbed the outside of the tower, and then, like, was on top of it, just like, well, this didn't do fucking anything, shit. Impa for real?
Yeah, no, I think they should have had something where like they put like an invisible boundary and Raru goes, no, you need to go to Castletown.
Mm-hmm.
Or something, because it's shitty. The
Mhm.
thing that got me is that I used like the time travel thing on the rocks that had fallen already that you
Yeah.
can use to go up into the sky. And
Mhm.
I was up there, I'm like, okay, how do I get down?
Should have given you the glider in the tutorial like in Breath of the Wild. Zero clue why they didn't. Instead, they just have you free fall like it's Fortnite. What they should have done is you either land in Castletown or you land at the lake you do, and as soon as you come out of the water, there's like a guard or two there that's like, Link, is that you? We have to bring you to Castletown right now. And then it like literally does a fade transition and you're talking to Purah, and now you're there and getting the glider and unlocking the towers.
The whole reason that we have this issue is because they wanted a cool set piece of you diving off the island
Mm-hmm.
and like getting the intro splash screen of you like falling or whatever. And that's the whole reason you don't have the glider in the tutorial.
I mean, they could have had that and given you the glider right after, but
I don't know.
it's a miss. It's a miss. It's not a perfect game.
No.
I still think it's better. I still think I like it more than Breath of the
It's
Wild.
better. It definitely does not feel as polished as Breath of the Wild.
But I can agree with that.
But the crafting agency you
Yeah. I still wish there was something to like lock weapons. Like you make a weapon, make it have permanent durability at the cost of like hearts and expensive materials. I'll die on that hill. I will forever believe that would be like the perfect thing for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but oh well. Oh well. Yeah, it took me 20 hours to get the glider when I played Tears of the Kingdom. And that was all because I wanted to go get the femboy outfit, and it didn't even exist. I ended up running around with the ice outfit for a lot of the game. The best femboy outfit they don't give you till the very end, the storm one, because it's a part of the story at like literally the end. So I was like, man,
that set's sick. Yeah, that was my.
I love that set. And then I like that they had one set. They had I don't remember what you wear for your helmet. I think you wear like earrings. You wear the lobster shirt from Wind Waker. And then you have the storm set legs, and you literally just look like a beach bum. You literally just look like a dude hanging out at the beach, and it's so good. Kimmy, do you still play Death Knight? That's not a yes or no, or that's not a maybe. It's what's your main?
I jump on it.
Jump on that dick.
Good lord.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. To me, it's always like very easy. This is my main. This is my main character. And when I'm like, is the DK your main? You're like, I don't know. It's like, what do you mean you don't know? Huh?
I play what I find most appealing.
What is your highest item level character?
Ultima Monk.
Okay.
Because that's what I rated on.
Then I would think the monk is your main.
Seasonally, sure.
Hmm. God, I want the Classic Plus news. And I know we're not gonna hear about it for months. But, like, I'm so fucking excited for it now. I'm just like, oh, give me stuff. Give me a Classic Plus, please. I'm happy Season of Discovery did so well. What else do I have in my notes? I have like 4 smaller stories. I did the whole Monster Hunter WoW stuff. Harry Potter. Harry Potter has a show coming out on HBO. It is going to be a TV version of the books. So kind of similar to the movies, but more of a TV episode format. They have announced the actors for Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Oh my god, I can't remember. It's so funny that.
Huh?
And Snape.
What?
They've announced the actor for Snape.
Oh yeah. They've announced the actor for Snape. He's black. I don't really care too much about, changing the ethnicity of an actor. Not mid-show. If it's like, hey, we're gonna retell Harry Potter, this character is changing, I'm okay with that. When what they did with the movies where one of the characters just turned black, that was like kind of weird. There is a lot of people talking about the childhood actors. So, Harry, Ron, Hermione. Just because, like, one, there's a lot of people who don't like Harry Potter. Rightfully so. It's written by J.K. Rowling and fuck her. But, like, there's people out there that are like, hey, we get that you don't like Harry Potter. We don't get that you don't like J.K. Rowling. But please leave the childhood actors alone. These are literally children. Let's not, like, wish death upon children, please. And then there's a lot of people that they're just being racist. And they're literally saying, like, why did they brown Hermione? Which is like, what the fuck? How do I talk about this? People are speculating that she's Greek. It's so weird. It's so weird that they're like, she has to be perfectly white. She has to be the right white. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's fiction.
Okay, the show just shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Why are they doing this?
Yeah. Happy belated birthday, Ellen.
You
Thank
need to
you.
stop remaking shows and fucking come up with new shit.
Yeah. Harry Potter,
She did. It was
HBO.
called Fantastic Beasts and Where They Come From, and it was bad and no one liked it.
I liked it.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, Rowling is the big thing. Anything HP related, Rowling will make money off it. Okay, the people harassing the actors are dickheads, so...
Then again, I like Twilight, so what does that say?
Why did they brown Hermione like she's fucking
I've
Amber?
never watched Twilight.
Such a bad reputation now.
My understanding of Twilight is that it wasn't like the most amazing series. It was literally for young girls, and it's like basically a soap opera. But there's people that are like offended by it because it's popular, and they're like, we have to lambast this thing and just hate it for its very existence. And it's like, what if you were just chill? What if you were just like, oh yeah, I'm happy you enjoyed that thing.
Damn, you chill like that?
I try to be. The thing with Hermione is that in the books, regularly points out how white she is. But can it just be retconned because skin color is not important to that character? Yeah. I actually thought it didn't mention how white she is. I thought,
I was gonna say for-
go ahead.
I mean, it would be on brand for
Oh no, I was
Rowling.
gonna say it just feels like a disservice to Snape with like such a legendary actor that has passed to like, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, why are you guys doing this? This is already a great series. You're,
I feel like the series
tarnishing
as a
this person's
whole-
legacy.
Yes. With that specific actor, I almost understand the logic of like, if they're doing it again, don't try to make it like the past one who did such a good job.
Oh,
Do a
yeah,
completely
absolutely.
different retelling of it.
Make it of their children.
I prefer remaking stuff that was hyped but bombed. Because, like, I don't know. The problem is investors. What do they want you to remake? Stuff that was good and did well. It's like, but that doesn't need a remake. There's, like, no way we do a better version than the original version. So why are we even trying? But they don't see it that way. They see it as,
Nowadays.
that made a lot of money.
You'll
This will make a lot of money.
There was a new live-action Lilo and Stitch movie that everyone is hating on Twitter. Guess what? The live-action Lilo and Stitch vastly outsold the animated movie box office-wise.
I'm not surprised.
Because people liked the original movie and thought that was gonna be good, and then found out it's bad.
Well, the original movie was swept under the rug. They cut their funding, like,
No, because you get
mid-production, and, like...
people-
No, have you seen the stuff they talk about with the original movie? They literally were, like... They couldn't do the expensive animation they wanted to do, and they had to go back to, like, fully drawing everything. And even then, they were, like, doing, like, eye tricks to fool you into making it look way better than it actually was. There's a scene on the beach where it is a still image that they are sliding across the screen, and only Lilo is moving and, like, one other character in the background. And it's like, they did it in such a way that it looks like an amazing scene. But when you break it down frame by frame, it is a fucking still image that somebody is just dragging across the screen from right to left. They had to do shit like that because their funding got cut. And so, it makes sense that Lilo and Stitch didn't perform that well back then. With this one, you know, it did so well because Lilo and Stitch itself was beloved, and they ramped it up with all the other live-action movies. They ramped it up with Lion King being pretty decent. They ramped it up with Aladdin being pretty decent. I don't know what other live-actions they did, but they were
Mufasa
uptrending.
bombed, which is
Oh, did it?
It's good.
I totally forgot that they done a live action Aladdin. Was Will Smith?
Yes. They ramped it up with that, and then with this one they cut the funding. So profit-wise, it did really, really well. Because it was building on the, like, hey, look at, you know, these last few live-action movies we did that we put a lot of effort into, and then they just didn't put any effort into this one. And so, the returns they got on it, it's a very, like, short-sighted profit of, let's sweep the rug under our customers. Surely there will be no consequences for the next movie. The thing with Hermione's in the books, Fantastic Beasts being bad isn't a setting problem, though. It was a bad writer problem. As long as Snape's new actor is good, I don't care. But Ewan, being a high school boy back then and saying, still a better love story than Twilight was funny. God, there's so many things that I said back in high school because I thought they were funny. And I think of them now and I'm like, that's kind of mean. I used to love the, identify as an Apache helicopter. I said that so much. And now I realize, oh.
It's microwave dinner.
Say that again?
I identify as a microwave dinner.
Yeah, like,
That's the problem.
okay. Saying that, I realize now it's like, that's kind of just mocking pronouns, and, oh, God, I'm not proud of that. Because Disney adults are fucking terrifying. What they'll spend money on? True. Such a fundamental misunderstanding of why one made a lot of money and one didn't. Remember when they had to redo a whole scene in the journal because of 9/11? Yeah? Yeah?
Yes, I know that one.
Look at Justin Bieber and all the hate he got for being famous. No wonder he has turned into a bit of an ass. Yeah, I mean, so childhood actors, to go back to that. Daniel Radcliffe dealt with a lot of alcoholism because of the movies. Emma Watson, she has just had to deal with so much shit. Apparently on her 18th birthday, paparazzi were like waiting outside of her house, like laying down on the ground to potentially upskirt her when she came out. And it's like, the moment somebody does something like that, they need to be sat down and be like, you need to reevaluate your life. How did you get here? What things led to you being here, and this is not okay? Maybe your thing has a lot of stuff behind it, with the whole Diddy thing that came out. There's a lot of shit with Bieber. I used to hate him. I used to be, you know, high school boy that's like, Bieber sucks. And then I got really into Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory. And Dyrdek constantly had Bieber on his show. And was like, you know, this kid's under a lot of pressure. I like to give him a good day now and then. I like to just hang out and, you know, take him away from all the stress of what he deals with. And, you know, I'd see that and I'd be like, oh, you know, if he's dealing with that, you know, now it feels kind of bad to be mean to him. I guess I don't hate Bieber. And then, you know, learning about stuff over the years, I remember seeing one video that really changed my opinion of Bieber. He wanted to go to the grocery store. He gets in his truck, and there's like 50 to 100 paparazzi just waiting outside his house. Literally just, you know, there is a constant flashing of their cameras, and he's just trying to get in his truck and go to the grocery store. And at one point, he's going like 2 miles per hour. They're literally getting in front of his truck, be like, Bieber, stop, you're gonna run us over. Bieber, stop, let us take pictures of you. And he's just like, he's just trying to go. And at one point, you know, he revs his engine, they all get out from in front of the truck, and he floors it. He's like, get me the fuck out of here. When he does that, one of these idiot paparazzi morons jumps in front of the truck to get a picture, because he's like, oh, I haven't been able to get a good shot. But now, all the other paparazzi aren't in front of the truck, so I can get in front of the truck and get a good picture. He jumps in front, gets a picture, but Bieber, like, floored it and hit him. Like, just hit him and, I think, ran over his leg with the truck or something. Bieber goes, like, 20 feet, immediately hits on the brakes, gets out, and he's like, why did he do that? Why did he do that? And what are all these paparazzi doing? Oh my god, Bieber, why did you do that? Why did you run this guy over? You killed him. Bieber, you killed him. And he's just like, ow, my leg hurts. Ooh, this really hurts. Oh my god, Bieber ran over my leg. Bieber ran over... Like, these aren't human beings. They're like one-dimensional NPCs that just have no concept of what they're doing, and that, like, Justin Bieber is a person. And it's like, they're South Park characters. They're literally South Park characters. And it's like, I saw this. Paparazzi are literally like, I saw this and I was like, damn. I just feel bad for, like, all the shit I've said about Bieber now. I just feel like he didn't deserve any of it.
Well, it's like, these people get treated as a commodity their whole life. And we're like, they're such broken people. Look at them. Look at how crazy and wacky they are. No shit. They don't get to live as a normal human being. When everything happened with Michael Jackson, it's like, this guy has literally been like a commercial commodity since he was like an actual tiny child, and has never known a life other than that.
Hi, Fortune.
Surprised that they ended up like this.
Yeah. It's. I saw this and it was like, this made me start fucking hating paparazzi, and it was like, dude, I don't view anybody that does this as a profession as a human being anymore. Based on that interaction I saw with Justin Bieber. And I'm not like the biggest Bieber defender, right? But like, I definitely, after all that, I'm just like, I don't know. Bieber sold records, that's what his goal was. His music's not the worst in the world. You know, there's obviously worse. Maybe it's just not for me. I don't care. The paparazzi that, like, harassed him, that still harass him to this day, fuck them.
You know what I mean? Like he's not even
No,
in the
don't do
line.
that. They don't deserve
Like-
that.
Well, you say that, but he
You're such
actually
a
was in the
bottom-feeding
news
person.
recently.
But
I remember
what does
hating-
he even do? Does he even make music anymore?
He was doing graffiti. And he wasn't like, vandalizing anything. He was just doing graffiti. And it was when the stuff with Diddy was coming out. And God, he drew Diddy in like spray paint, but he drew him as a monkey. And he's like, "This is my escape." And everybody's like, Bieber, why are you doing this? And it's like,
Bieber, you can't do that.
God damn it. It's like Cairo said, he's been treated as a commodity his whole life. And so he's not a normal person. He didn't grow up normally, so he's gonna do weird, stupid shit. It's kind of the same with Britney Spears. You learn about her background and how, like, awful her treatment from her father was. And you're like, dude, I feel so bad for her. She just wants to live a normal life. She just wants to, have, a say in her own life and choices and not be completely dependent on her father. And then she's like, all right, everybody, we're doing the knife dance. And she's got 2 giant butcher knives and she's swinging them around in a bikini. And you're like, oh, God. You understand that, like, you're in a court case to, like, prove you're capable of making your own decisions and not looked at as an insane child of an adult, right? And she's going around doing knife dance, and it's like, why? Why? What is wrong with you? I see an Auric. You do. Still remember his CSI episode? I remember him getting shot in it. I remember, like, he gets out of a truck and they just light him up in the show. You can't do that, dude. The Britney Spears shit was horrible.
I remember that.
Yeah?
I do. I too remember that episode.
The internet had a field day.
I remember hating Bieber because I remember seeing a videotape of him like at a balcony at a hotel, literally spitting on his fans.
What? Why would you hate him for
also
that?
saw that.
This guy. Because as a kid, I was like, "Fuck this guy! How dare he do that to people?"
You know his fans were down there going, Bieber, spit on me!
Okay, but I was a child. I did not understand that.
Yeah,
I
that's been a
thought
thing.
of it as nothing but disrespect towards his fans.
So,
And
I would have seen that as disrespect, like spitting on his fans. I think about it now, I'd be completely reverse. I'd be like, okay, this was at a hotel, and they were just like outside of his hotel screaming for him to come out to the balcony. Like, he probably just wants to unwind, take a nap, literally, like, not be Justin Bieber for a moment, and they're like screaming outside this hotel. Like, absolutely they deserve to be spit on.
It's like literally a life-altering decision that will follow them for the rest of their lives that they don't make as children. Their parents made that decision for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. There's some people that get famous that just absolutely hate it. Who is the one guy? Rick Moranis. Dude did a couple movies back in the day, and then like got the fuck out. Made enough money to retire and was like, yep, don't contact me anymore. Goes off the fucking grid and doesn't do another movie. That dude knew what was up. Happened in the Kurt Cobain era too. Rick Moranis got out so his kids didn't have to deal with it.
Even making it more relatable for people here on the internet, Bernie Burns of Rooster Teeth, when like Rooster Teeth was starting to go down, he was like, yeah, fuck this, peaced out, off of social media, just off of everything, nothing about him. And it's like, you know, in retrospective, can't blame the guy. You know? Started a family, doesn't want to have to be constantly harassed by terminally online people.
Yeah.
Look what Jeff's doing nowadays.
Huh? Fuckface.
Better example would be like Jack Nicholson and Marlon Brando.
I couldn't make out what you said, Cairo.
Jeff is doing the Fuckface podcast or whatever it's called now.
Oh, I have not heard of this.
Yeah, Michael and Phil do podcast.
Marlon Brando literally had "fuck off" painted onto his roof. That's funny.
I mean, yeah, I figured they should
Ryan.
know doing stuff.
Except Ryan.
We don't talk about that person.
I remember seeing so many Rooster Teeth people walking around Sydney when they were in Australia for RTX Sydney, because most of them were with their family. We were like, let's not bother them. That's how it should be. At the most, you like call out their name, wave, and smile. But like with their family, I feel like it's more appropriate to just like not do anything. Maybe if you like lock eyes with them, thumbs up. But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like you see your celebrity, you see your idol in public, you keep it short, right? You're not like afraid to like, oh my god, I don't want a fangirl, but you don't want to just like be the weird fangirl. It's just like, hey, love your stuff, have a good one. And I've always heard they love that. That's the right thing to do. I feel like that changes when they're with their family. Treating them as humans is probably the important thing. Yeah. The moment they're with their family, it's like they don't want to involve the family, so even that could be too much. I don't know. I feel like to an extent I've had that in VR chat, because there's a lot of big streamers on VR chat. And I learned, my first year of playing this game, I'd see a lot of them around. And it was just like, oh, say hi, if they're talking about something, follow their interest. Like, when I would see Whoops a lot, dude was always down to talk about Beat Saber. Literally just bring up a cool song you saw, and he'll tell you, oh my god, I played that song, it's so good! Or he'll be like, wait, I haven't heard that song. What was the name of it? And like, dude was just always down to talk Beat Saber. So anytime I ran into him, that's what we fucking talked about.
Yeah, I'll never forget. I had like my birthday party with I had a combined birthday party with, I don't know if people know them, MEOK.
Oh, we are familiar.
Birthday party with them one year.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
We are familiar.
In a good or a bad way?
Let's say both. Let's say both.
Okay. But yeah, I somehow ended up with a combined birthday with them. So there was like a lot of high profile internet people there.
Yeah.
And I remember I was blasted as you do on your birthday.
Of course.
I was just talking, I was sitting in a hot tub talking to a little cat in desktop for like an hour or whatever. And this is like when Halo Infinite Season 1 was coming out, and we were just bitching about Halo Infinite and how it sucks and how disappointing it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then the little cat goes, okay, everybody, I gotta go. Bye. Thanks for a good night. I'm like, bye. And someone just goes, bye, Sykkuno. I'm like, huh? And I look up at his name tag. I'm like, oh, I guess so.
MEOK pops around the Koyo channel now and then. And they've done a lot of Minecraft stuff together. And she's cool. She's funny. She's also brought the drama a few times. There was one time where there was a big Minecraft SMP server that had a lot of VR chat streamers on it. And one of them, Autumn VR, put out a bounty on herself. She was like, I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream. If one of you can kill me, I will give you 100 subs. I will just gift 100 subs to your channel. And so all these streamers were trying to kill her, right? And Autumn was fucking prepared. And people were getting close, but they were not killing her. She had a fucking sky fortress and was ready. MEOK gets on as like, I love Autumn. I'm going to sabotage everyone else. So she pretended to be like trying to kill Autumn and like totally undid their plans, and then like went up to Autumn's fortress and was like her right hand in defending her. And it upset a lot of people. And Emmy's also had, a few other things. She's been banned on Twitch a few times, and when that happens, she's not allowed to show up on other people's streams, and I think there was 1 or 2 times where she did, and I don't know if she got them in trouble, but she's one of those people, as I understand it. I'm not that familiar with her, but she's one of those people that, hi, Archangel. She is very creative and funny. She's not necessarily that good at following the rules. I wouldn't say it's always a malicious thing. It's one of those, she just runs afoul of the rules somewhat often. No, I like her. I think she gets in trouble a few times, but I do like her.
Yeah.
If there's anything worse than that, I don't know about it, but she's treated my boy well, so I'm like, she's cool in my eyes. That's funny that you had a shared birthday with her. Really is just one of those small world moments. We're at 3.5 miles. Yeah, the Harry Potter HBO show. It's, that's gonna be a thing. My stance on it? Boycott it if you can. Fuck Harry Potter. I think Kyra just got a call.
If I watch it, it's gonna be on the open seas.
It's one of those things that, like, Harry Potter was really big for a lot of people growing up. It was so influential. It was so, like, it got them through a very influential time and a very important time of their life. And, unbeknownst to Rowling, it had a lot of positive trans messaging back then. It was a whole bit about, like, you're unhappy with your life as this because you were born to be this and you're way happier as that. And, like, shocker, that resonated with a lot of trans people. Most of the book reports people did for English was Harry Potter. I'm pretty sure I did one on Harry Potter. I used to read it with my mom and dad. It was like every night on weekdays. We would sit and read a chapter of Harry Potter when the books came out. We'd like sit in their bed and it was, that's a fucking huge time. That was such an important memory for me. We stopped doing that when Sirius Black died. Hi, I see fire. Sirius Black died. I was like, alright, I'm finna head out. And they were like, you don't want to finish the book? I was like, nope. Sirius is dead. I do not care anymore. I was upset when Sirius Black died.
Hidulin's kind of base for that.
I stole the Half-Blood Prince from my school library. It has been tragic to see what Rowling has become. And the problem is, she's just so influential. She's not like one person that just doesn't like trans people. She's one person that's so rich and powerful and influential that she has put millions of dollars into affecting legislature with the money she gets from Harry Potter. And it's like, okay, I get that it's important to you. You gotta stop if you can. You gotta, like, stop giving them money. I'm also of the opinion that life is hard. If Harry Potter is what makes you happy, damn, I'm sorry you picked such a shitty thing to get your happiness from. But at the end of the day, I don't think you're, buying a $30 book or $60 game that supports Harry Potter is going to, from one person, change anything. So if you really need to, get happy from that, fucking do it. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to think less of you. I'll think more of you if you then go match that money with a charity. But, the people that are like, you bought the new Harry Potter game? I'm gonna fucking kill you! It's like, the world doesn't revolve around you and your issues.
I was more against that game because I'm like, don't buy mid. That game looked like mid out of 10. And I watched everyone play it. I'm like, wow, this looks like 6 out of 10 game.
I mean, so yeah, there's plenty of 6 out of 10 games that we played. For people that, like, that's all they wanted, like, that's the setting they've always wanted, it's a 10 of 10. You know, if your personal bias is just hit so perfectly, it becomes a 10 of 10. Holidays, before I start ranting about Rurouni Kenshin. May 28th, Amnesty International Day, Ascension of Baha'u'llah Day, International Hamburger Day, Menstrual Hygiene Day, National Beef Burger Day, National Brisket Day. Dude, there's so many good holidays today. What is going on? National Senior Health and Fitness Day.
You say menstrual health.
Okay, obviously that one's, like, whatever. But, like, come on. Hamburger Day, Beef Burger Day, Brisket Day, Senior Health and Fitness Day, The Slugs Return from Capistrano Day,
What?
National Masturbation Day. So, you know, grab your dick and double click, because it's National Masturbation Day. Hamburger Day clears. It's National Hamburger Day. That's goated.
Like brisket.
Brisket is also pretty good. I stole the Half-Blood Prince. I Polar Lava Chanter. Download PS1 EA Harry Potter game. Dendrobium. Hey, my favorite day. The internet is for porn reference. Let's go. Hell yeah. I'm glad you got that, Hobbit. I'm glad somebody got it, because, yes. I am a massive Rurouni Kenshin fan, Hobbit. I have literally all of the volumes of it. And my god, when we learned about the author...
Loves the author.
It
He
is...
loves Ewan's favorite author.
No, he's not my favorite author. Don't even joke about that, actually. It is hard to even enjoy Rurouni Kenshin now. Like, I every now and then I, you know, get, like, volume 1 out of my bookshelf, and I start reading through it, and I'm just like, I don't even want to do this right now. I don't even want to, like, read this right now, because it's just so... it's tainted. It's tainted. Cow meat in one hand and meat... Grab your dink and hyperlink for prawn. I feel your pain. I feel like Kimmy is just in 2 instances of VR chat at the same time. Because she's just sitting there, like, having a full conversation and moving her hands around with nobody. Like, surely...
Someone called me, so I'm yapping to them.
You were doing it for minutes, and I'm like, is she just astral projecting in another map in VR chat talking to somebody? Because, like, this bit has been going on for so long.
I'm just talking to myself. Don't worry about it.
No, if I had a favorite author, it's Oda. Oda is the fucking GOAT. Like, fucking plans out 30 years. The idea that, like, 7 years into the One Piece anime, and they were like, we want to make a movie. Can we use these powers and abilities? And he's like, no. You cannot use this one, or this one. I have plans for those. And they were like, oh, okay. And then that doesn't come out for 20 years is fucking wild to me. For anybody that doesn't know this specific situation, very early on in One Piece, they wanted to make a movie. It was like One Piece movie 2 or 3. And they were like, we want the villain to have the dragon fruit. He's gonna be, you know, his ability is the zone fruit that turns him into a dragon. And Oda was like, you cannot do this. We already have a character with that ability. And they're like, oh, okay. That character doesn't come out for 20 fucking years. Like, it just... They weren't in the show or the manga for 20 years. And I just imagine that director being like, well, I mean, he said they were going to have a dragon character, but, like, where is it? And then 20 years later, it finally comes out, and it's, like, one of the biggest characters ever. And it's like, Oda just literally wrote the whole thing out, planned it all, and has just been like going with that. God, I love Oda so much.
Have you seen the drama with the Devil May Cry Devil May Cry director
No,
for the show?
no, I haven't.
So everyone hates him because obviously, like, he massively changed the Devil May Cry story, and everyone that's a Devil May Cry fan hates him. He did not know when he was making the show that there was going to be a Devil May Cry 5.
What?
He didn't know. They never told him.
How does he not know?
And so he thought. So basically, before Devil May Cry 5, there's a game some people might know as DMC Devil May Cry. They rebranded Devil May Cry, universally hated, and so he was like, "Oh, this is a dead franchise. I'm going to be the savior of this franchise that it needs because it's dead right now, and no one cares about it." And then they announced Devil May Cry 5, and Devil May Cry 5 is universally loved and to this day memed as hell. And so he basically was trying to reinvent Devil May Cry so he could be like the savior of the series.
That's so funny. Did he not know about Devil May Cry 3 and 4? Like, DMC Devil May Cry is like a spin-off, right? Like, it's sort of a side thing?
No. It was supposed to be like a rebranding.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he just thought that was the whole thing.
He's like, well, that's it. The franchise is dead. Everyone hates this game. They're not making another one. and then, lo and behold, they made a 5th one.
Hi, Kyo. That's crazy to me. When somebody gets, like, a project like that that's worth millions of dollars, it's a huge IP, that they don't just, like, go immerse themselves in the existing media. Like, I feel like if you're gonna make a Devil May Cry TV show, you should go play the Devil May Cry games. If you're gonna make a Cowboy Bebop live action show, you should go watch Cowboy Bebop. I feel like that's the bare fucking minimum, and it's crazy when they don't do that. Oh, him getting mad that Devil May Cry 5 came out, Lamau, what a nerd. B-Chips.
It's happening.
It keeps happening, and it's like, it's so
Avatar,
easy.
The Last Airbender, Cowboy Bebop.
It's so easy in my eyes to not have this happen. Because you constantly see when it doesn't happen, when it doesn't go wrong, like with Henry Cavill and The Witcher, with the one lead actress with Fallout. They're just like, yeah, I got this role. I went and bought all the Fallout games. I love them. I played too much of them. They're so fun. And, you know, that influenced a lot of my decisions with the thing. I remember the lead actress talking about, like, when they were first putting the Pip thing on, the Pip Boy or whatever, they literally just, like, put it on her. And, like, it wasn't a thing. And she's like, no, you guys don't understand. This is, like, a big thing. This has to be, like, shown off. You need a close-up of this. And they're like, what? Okay. And she was like, oh my god, these idiots don't know anything about Fallout. Oh, hi, how's you? We're good. We're gonna do...
For them, it's just part of a costume.
Yeah. And, like... We see people do this, right? And it's universally loved. It's universally like, oh, you can tell this actor or this director knows the medium. They know the IP. And they made the right decisions as if a fan would. And it's just like, it just looks so easy to me to just do that. They don't care. Animation games will always be looked down on. They see a recognizable name and try to use that for their own story. They couldn't get funding for on their own.
That's why I appreciate shows like The Expanse, where the books, there's the books, but then when they made the show, the authors of the books were involved in making the show.
The Avatar show, I don't know if it's out or coming out. They got the authors of the web series and the Nickelodeon show involved, and then they fired them, which is a really fucking bad sign for the Avatar show.
Yeah, it's out, Yolan, it's bad.
I'm not surprised. You talking about Lilo and Stitch again? No, I wasn't, but we...
The biggest controversy is that they were like, Yeah, we didn't want Sokka to be sexist because we feel that it doesn't fit in the current day and age.
I
And
remember
it's like,
that.
bro, that's literally his whole character arc.
Mm-hmm. That's his character growth, right? The message was
Yeah,
misogyny
no,
bad.
He just wasn't sexist at all. He's kind of just the comedy relief character with like no meaningful impact.
Doesn't help most game companies outright state the adaptations need to be reminiscent but distinct. Mm-hmm. That second line, Hobbit, they see a recognizable name and try to use that for their own story they couldn't get funding for on their own. That hits so fucking hard. Because it's just like, yeah, your story sucked, so now you're tacking on this beloved story. It's characters just to tell your own story that has no business existing in what you've bogarted. Same guy for DMC is an executive producer for an Assassin's Creed and PUBG TV series, apparently. Lovely. We're at 4.2 miles.
I hate to use this example because of how memed it is, but like the Minecraft movie. Say what you will about how memey it is. They put so much love and care. I think basically damn near every aspect of that game is a reference somehow in that movie. They literally have like the water bucket to negate fall damage, like as a joke. You know what I mean? Like, that's such a niche thing.
I will say it's not love and care. I will say it's diligence. I will say it's somebody smart enough being like, we need something that fans will do. They recognize what we're stating as a problem with people taking these IPs and just telling their own story and like making shit. I would say it's somebody recognizing this is a problem, being like, we don't want to do that. Get people that are fans to input it. To me, it's not like a passion thing. It's more of a like basic IQ thing, because we see this in a lot of things, right? Disney movies. Disney movies have emotion and love and passion down to a formula in science. But I wouldn't say there's love in there, right? I wouldn't say like every Disney movie is made with just love and care and passion. It's a formula. It's like a scientific process. I guess you could say that they have that fans' input is love and passion, and like that person's love for the thing shows through. But as a whole, from like the top down, to me it's just like part of the process. Buttland on screen. Another thing for Minecraft is that there isn't really a story to adapt. An open world survival game. It is better than Monster Hunter movie, so A. Oh, dude, I've heard about the Monster Hunter movie, and it's just like, ugh. Also, like, so the Monster Hunter movie, they just were doing stupid shit like, the character using fire dual blades on Diabolus. Like, this doesn't make sense. But also, like, apparently there's monsters in our world, and it's like, nobody wants that. Just make a fucking Monster Hunter movie. Just make a movie where it's like, it's a hunter in Monster Hunter Land. Don't include guns. Don't include trucks. Just put it in Monster Hunter Land, please. It's terrible. I have not heard good things. I heard one person liked it, but they weren't that big of a fan of Monster Hunter. I had that experience with Avatar. I love the show. I adore it immensely. I mean, so does everybody. Real hot take there saying you love Avatar: The Last Airbender. When the movie came out, I was like, I know it's gonna be bad, but I love Avatar so much I still gotta go see it. I went and saw it with my college roommate, and within 5 minutes I was like, wow, I regret this. This is horrendous. I wish I didn't go see this. We watched it. It was so bad. And then I remember going to college, and Avatar came up with me and my lab partner. My lab partner was an international student from Zimbabwe. And I was like, the Avatar movie? Oh, I hated it. And she's like, the Avatar... And like, literally in sync with me, she's going, the Avatar movie? Oh, I love that movie. And it was just like, what? Huh? What do you mean? It's one of those movies where people who didn't watch the show thought it was pretty good. They liked it. They thought it was very creative, and what a unique and cool, like, magic power system it has. Anybody that saw the show was like, this shit is ass! No, so it's an isekai? U.S. Marines got transported into Monster Hunter? Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I thought monsters came to our world. Don't isekai us. Literally give me a movie of Monster Hunter World storyline? Definitely, like, no isekai, please. Please do not the isekai. There is no reason for isekai. We don't want isekai. U.S. Marines getting transported to Monster Hunter doesn't even make sense, because they wouldn't be hunters. They'd just be, like, normal people, and get stepped on. Murica?
Counter argument. You expect them to give a shit.
I know. Sent to a Lord of the Rings isekai? Isn't this just that one anime? Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Gate, that's it? And like Monster Hunter Humies? Are fucking nuts compared to normal Humies? Well, so, Hobbit, you probably know this already, but to clarify, there are two different types of humans in Monster Hunter. There are ones that were experimented on with Elder Dragon blood that have had their genetics modified. Hi, Harley! And they're like superhumans. They are literally like soldier ants and worker ants. The hunters are like super strong, super durable. And Anjanath finds a hunter, starts chewing them, and they don't break their skin. So they just go, damn, this shit tough as like a rock, spits them out. And the hunter's like, ow, that hurt. But they're fine. They like don't get their bones broken into their, like they're fucking tanks of human beings. Oh, that shit was canon? I thought that was some fanon. No, that is canon. The lore of Monster Hunter. Here's the overall story of Monster Hunter. Hunters and humanity basically ruled the world. And I'm feeling like a worker ant right now. I hope it goes fast, ants. Humans basically ruled the world through technology. They were able to, like, kind of deal with monsters, but, you know, the monsters were scary, but humans had the better technology. Humans eventually got to the point where they were able to take down a few Elder Dragons, and do experiments on them, and basically put Elder Dragon blood and genetics in humans. This made the hunters. And they exploded the population of hunters. And the hunters basically started the goal of eradicating monsters from the planet. It was like, monsters have been, you know, the opposition to humanity forever. They kill humans, wipe them out. And so these hunters were just they were like destroying all of the monsters. And hunters were in this humanity was in this golden age of society where, like, their cities were growing, they were no longer under siege and under threat of monsters, they just ruled the world. One of the things the humans and hunters did was they started catching Elder Dragons, and they wanted to create, like, fake monsters. These are actually the Guardians in Monster Hunter Wilds. They were creating Guardians, and one of the things they wanted to create was, like, the Infinite Dragon, which is like 100 different Elder Dragons spliced together. All of the best parts spliced together into a controllable, essentially automaton, that was like a super weapon. It's probably Zoshia, by the way. When this happened, yeah, them making that thing canon was nuts. It was always canon. Them putting it in the game is like fucking crazy, but it was canon. Oh, it's Zoe, not the Frankenstein whack? They're the same thing. Zoshia is the Frankenstein. There's the concept art you've probably seen, Hobbit, but we think that is Zoshia. We think that's like a prototype or concept art. But Zoshia does a lot of the attacks of multiple Elder Dragons, and it has Fatalis eyes. the humans start making these Frankenstein dragons, and the monsters go, all right, this has gone on too far. Specifically, one elder dragon, one elder black dragon, a black fatalis. And this thing just goes around the world and destroys humanity. 90% of the humans die, all of their cities razed, everything's just wiped out. One elder dragon that was just pushed too far ended humanity. Now, some of the hunters kind of retaliate. They hunt this black dragon and they corner it, and they kill the black fatalis. But hunters are dumb, and they make armor out of its scales, and the black fatalis basically regenerates from the armor and takes over the body of one of those hunters, and so it's alive again. But this was the creation of the guild. The guild that's in every Monster Hunter game comes from this, and their mission now is, we need harmony with monsters. We are not looking to eradicate them, we are looking for peace with them. We want the smoothest coexistence between monsters and humans possible. So, the human societies that remain after this apocalypse exist in a way of like, we want to live here in a way that doesn't like cause a lot of pollution, doesn't enrage monsters. We want to use things like wind chimes that make it so that monsters don't really want to come to our village. If a monster starts being aggressive and like going after humans, they will hunt that one specifically. But the purpose of the guild is keep the hunters in check. Do not let hunters just free hunt all the monsters and piss off the black fatalis again. Because if they do that, we might not survive a second coming of black fatalis. Getting dragged away at work. Okay, Cairo, hope it goes fast. The whole purpose of the guild is not organization of the hunters to fight monsters. It is keep these fucking battle-hungry hunters in check so that they don't cause a second apocalypse by pissing off the black fatalis. If a hunter just says, I don't care about the guild, I'm gonna hunt monsters on my own, and starts killing monsters left and right, the guild assassinates them. Literally, the guild will send these, like, special knights after them that, like, will fucking kill these hunters if they start acting out of line. Also, the guild, hunt 100 Rathlos and we'll give you a title. Technically, that's a video game thing, but yes, it is funny. Isn't that just one anime? Like, Monster Hunter Humies, Gate, that's it. I've been to Hobbiton, does that count? I don't know, where even is that? It's in New Zealand, right? God, I love Gate.
Mata Mata, I think. Needs a new season. Oh, that shit was canon.
Real, even though it is just JDF propaganda. Feeling like a worker ant right now. I thought it was just normal people. Didn't know Monhunt had lore that cool. Yup. Monhunt has a shit ton of lore. Most of it comes from side quest dialogue or from art books. Oh, it's near Hamilton, yours. Yeah, them making that thing canon was nuts. Oh, it's Zoe, not the Frankenstein whack. Oh no, FGD. Trude tried to make a Fatalis to kill Fatalis. It has Fatalis music. Thought the thing was just Guardian Fatalis, lol. It's not, like, confirmed or official, but everybody's like, this is 100% the Frankenstein dragon. Getting dragged away at work. Also the guild, Hunt 100. Or Monster Hunter is a video game. Why do you think the titles go on your guild card? I mean, I guess. Lore-wise, I don't think that's typical. This is cool as fuck. Hearing anyone yap about his hobbies is peak as fuck. Oh my goodness. Monster Hunter. But you hunt other hunters? Oh my god, the darkest Monster Hunter game. Also the guild. Sega's complaining that this Nargacuga is playing copyright music, put him down. It's one of those things where, like, there's just a difference between the lore and what you're expected to think of something as, and what they do in game. So, like, in World of Warcraft, Stormwind the city, it's a pretty big city. But then you see it in the movie where you get to see, like, what it's actually supposed to look like, and it's way bigger. And it's one of those things where it's like game locations. I always have in my head that like what you see in game is like 1/10 of what you should imagine. So like a city in an MMO, imagine it 10 times bigger. When you're walking between towns, between zones, imagine it being like 10 times the distance. It's one of those things where just video game wise, they can't show what they want the lore of it to represent. And so like in Monster Hunter, yes. In the game, they give you a quest, kill 100 Rathalos and put it on your guild card. But like lore-wise, I don't think that's typical. And you know, I imagine like in Monster Hunter Worlds, the veteran hunter that you talk to, the guy with the longsword, he's a famous hunter because he hunted a Teostra. Holy shit! This guy took down a Teostra by himself! And when you put it in that terms, it's like, I mean, I killed fucking hundreds of Teostras, right? It's one of those, like, lore-wise, I don't think you killed that many. We're not done. We are not walking this whole video. This is Kalimdor Beaches. We are not walking this whole video. This video is 2 hours, 52 minutes long.
I think you should walk the whole length.
I think you're dumb.
Why did
What
you
the
record
hell?
a video that long?
Because that's how long the beaches are in Kalimdor. What do you mean?
Fair enough.
No, we have repo today, so we will be cutting short in 30 minutes. All its abilities are the black, crimson, white Fatalis. Has same body type as it, but all messed up because lab grown. It has a lot of other abilities too. I'm pretty sure it has Geismagorn and a few others. You and rewriting my lore. Fail RP, ban this guy. Elder dragons in general mess up any lore your character does. Cataclysmic creatures, you are literally farming them for a level 3 commendation. Trying to get mini crown Teostra, but still not getting one after killing so many. Shrinkflation is even hitting the walkies now. And then the naps get canceled. Oh my god, it's this every Wednesday! You can't call it shrinkflation or canceling naps. There was never a planned nap on Wednesday. We've been doing Repo and Lethal Company for a year.
Chat, don't listen to him. He's lying. He's trying to deceive you.
Next Wednesday won't have it then, though, right?
Next Wednesday, we actually will have a nap and we will not be canceling early for Repo. Because our boy will be in Poland. And I don't know if he's planning to bring it back when he returns. Remember what they took from you. Oh my god. Nap tax. Oh my god. The tariffs hit the stream, March cry. Elon waits till I leave the country to bring back Wednesday naps. I'm on to you. I'm not in control of Wednesday naps, okay? That's not my thing. Koyo, after Friday, is leaving for Poland for a month. We hope he returns without issue. We'll fucking see. I don't know if he's planning to keep streaming when he gets back. I think that might be his next chapter of his life. We stream, but only on weekends now. Even then, he might not stream at all. He doesn't stream on the weekends because that's when his family is home. Typically, he streams Monday through Friday because that's when he's home alone. And it's easier for him to, you know, yell across the house and, you know, yell things like dicks and, whatnot.
My brother's home right now. I'll scream out, come.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. It's more like for him, it's, you know, conservative Polish parents that are like, what did you just say? What are you doing on this computer? So he's gonna be getting a job, a standard job, I should say. And he's not gonna have time when they're not home anymore. So he might be done streaming for a while, which I'm very sad to see. We are cutting Yulin shorter? No! I need a drink. We're at 4.9. We're going to go to 12. Not miles, time. When it's 12 Central, we'll stop walking. Hi, honey. Please wrap it up. What's another story I have for you guys? This is one I saw yesterday. A doctor in Texas is going to jail for 10 years. So what this guy did was falsify medical records over 20 years. Like, he was doing this for 20 years. And basically he was falsifying medical diagnoses. And so you would go to this doctor and he'd be like, oh damn, you have this condition. You're definitely gonna need surgery. You're gonna need surgery, you're gonna need some x-rays, you're gonna need some scans. You're gonna need to see this person. And you'd be fine, or it'd be a very mild issue that's like, Tylenol fixes this. Literally just take Tylenol. But he's like falsifying your medical records to show that you're gonna need surgery and have a much worse condition. He did this for 20 years. People did the math on it. They think he cost people $118 million. With the amount of like medical procedures that people had to get done because of this guy. $118 million extra dollars was spent. And it was basically him just drumming up money where like he would recommend these other physicians and surgeons and whatnot, and they would give him a cut because they knew that he was falsifying the stuff. He'll be going to jail for 12 years. That kind of seems fucked up. That kind of seems like 12 years is not enough. He affected the lives of a lot of people. And like, he wasn't killing anybody. But like, I don't know. With my sense of punishment,
white collar crime, and probably because he didn't affect anyone that was actually rich.
Yeah. My idea of punishment should be, how many people did you affect with this? And so like, you know, you see a guy steal from a gas station, and it's like, oh, third strike. You're going to jail for life now, and it's like, they stole $20? That's fucking wrong. But then these CEOs and executives that like steal hundreds of millions of dollars, affect the lives of thousands, of tens of thousands, of millions of people, and it's just like slap on the wrist, 4 years in prison, 12 years in prison.
Or they don't get prosecuted at all, like 2008.
Mm-hmm. It's like, it's such a broken system. It's such a like, I hate that this is the way it is. Because it's wrong. Insurance fraud is an indicator of a larger issue of the system. A fine only makes a crime illegal for the poor. Yeah. Now, hopefully he will be going to prison for 12 years. I just feel like that's not enough. It's a lot better than like, oh, this guy bankrupted a company that wiped the savings of 2 million people. Jail for 4 years. It's a lot better than that situation, but it's still like, man, fuck this guy. He should be there way longer. I saw a really funny Twitter conversation. This guy posted on Twitter, thinking about the time I showed my hairdresser a haircut, and she said, Derek, that's the same haircut I give you. That guy is just better looking. How do you come back from that? How do you fucking just not like, well, I guess I'm going home, because holy shit. I don't think I could recover from that.
I mean, look. At least they're honest. And they didn't try to, like, you know, hit him with some weird, like, upcharge.
I suppose. Damn, dude. You gotta go bald if that happens. Alan, can I make a meme based on that Wednesday nap thing? Ganna? Here's my stance on art and memes and any of that stuff. If you create it, that's just, like, I'm basically giving full consent. I don't even really think you need consent. My stance is, anybody, and this more applies to artists, anybody that has taken the time and effort and, like, the practice to learn the creation magic of drawing art or any other type of medium, they can make whatever they want. Now, I wouldn't be, like, super happy if somebody was like, I'm gonna draw Yulin getting shot in the head. I want to see Yulin shot in the head. I just really want to see that. I'd be like, okay, that's a little weird. I'm not really happy to see this. But I'm gonna stick to my, creed with this. I'm gonna stick to my, you know, what I've stated. If you want to see that, and you can make that happen, you have my consent to draw that, to create that. So if you want to make a meme of anything you see here, absolutely go ahead. Fan art is actually the fastest way to my heart, so I'll probably, like, fucking swoon at it. It's more like approval, but thanks. I get it. I'm kind of saying, like, you don't need approval. My personal... You 100% have my approval, but my stance is you don't need approval for that. Yeah, no, I can't draw. Well, making a meme, well, it's a little bit easier than drawing. And there's still people that can't do it. You've still taken the time to learn how to do that. What time are we at? 11:42? 18 more minutes? I don't know, if somebody was like, I want to draw you getting shot in the head. I want to draw you getting stabbed and your guts spilling out. I want to draw you doing this really not okay fetish that's really, really gross. With that sort of thing, I'm like, man, why has it gotta be this? But heck, you learn the creation magic of drawing, I wouldn't tell you. I don't even think you need to. I would just draw it. I'd want you to tell me. I'd want you to be like, I drew this. And if I saw it was one of those things, I'd be like, oh, well, I mean, I'm happy you enjoyed this. But I am a firm believer of, you mastered the skill, you can do whatever you want with it.
I'm gonna draw you into a golden shower.
If you want to, you can do that. Not particularly what I'd want to see, but I'm drawing Yulin as a top. All right, Den, you've gone too far. You've actually found the thing that breaks me and I'm not okay with. Yulin, when Spacefish draws more spicy art of him. Oh no, not spicy art. But I have to stick to my creed. Oh, hardly, Kumi. Anytime Spacefish draws spicy art of me, I'm like, oh my god, she's spoiling me! Spacefish, I love you! Spacefish, I love you! That's how that one goes, Kumi. But Yulin, I've mastered insulting people. I'm really good at it. Yeah? And you're free to do it. I just, might mute you at some point. Well, truly suffering builds character. Also, I only just realized that Den doesn't just change models, but this is their beach outfit? Yes. Hi, Full. Draws you pregnant. If you drew me pregnant, we would just call it cumflation, okay? I know, I'm taking the piss. Yulin unlocking a new level of FOMO. Oh no. We're at 5.3. I need a drink. Wanting to know what I said to make the whole room laugh? Has he muted me? Nope, pregnante. Well, Full, I know you're an artist. Hi, Dino Zoomies. I know you're capable of drawing that. And you know what, Full? If you want to draw me pregnant, I'm actually very flattered. I'm not gonna hang it up on the fridge. I'm probably not gonna put it on my desktop pictures that, you know, slideshows through some stuff. But I am very flattered, and I hope you enjoy it. You know what, Full? I hope you beat off to it. I hope you jork to it. That would actually, like, really be flattering. Good afternoon, cuties. Hi. Limited edition Beach Day, watch live, or never see the new SSR skin. Full's... What the fluff? Came in during a good time, I see. Elin JOI stream? Aw, hell no. Oh, no. Impreg the boys. Is that jerking off impreg? Me rage baiting artists into drawing me pregnant so I have something to get off to later. Hi, Ty. I left for 5 seconds and come back to jerking. Teehee. I'm not sorry. I'll do it again. Just straight jorking it. I have like a few hairs under my strap, and they're driving me nuts. I'm like, oh, how did this happen? I always pull my hair like back when I put my headset on, and still I get hair under there.
Probably.
Probably what?
I don't know.
Okay. Now, if only I could find a picture of Ewan's face. You mean there? What do you mean? I show my face all the time. You'll definitely see it at the end. You want to see it now? I can show you now. This is the good one. This is the cute one. This expression.
Does that expression come as your mouth open?
No, but it's smiling. What is happening with my hand? Whatever. This is the one I always forget about. Can I do it? Them's the faces. The fuck you mean teehee is what I said before, it's all cute. Howdy, boy. It dropped a degree and now I'm cold. Just a degree. Curse. That is the most cringing smile I've ever seen. I think of Haldre when I see it full. I think of Haldre and Jacoba and their smug faces when I think of that shit-eating grin just being like, heh. I imagine, like, literally someone falling over and they look back up at me and I'm doing that face. And it just being like, holy. It's such a disrespectful face. 11 more minutes. 11 more minutes of walking. Guys, I'm so excited for Repo today. I'm so excited for Repo. I'm so excited for dinner tonight. Oh my god, I get to eat like a king tonight. You guys don't even know.
Oh yeah, it's a fire.
I'm gonna stab you. It's not. It's not. Let's go. Front-facing Ewan isn't real. He can't hurt you. Ewan front-facing. Gana, have you not seen the end of streams? I had Macca's at like 1 a.m. I haven't had fast food in a long time. I used to get McDonald's pretty regularly. My order was like, if I wanted a full meal, it would be large fry, 6-piece chicken nugget, medium chocolate shake. If I just wanted like if I wasn't getting the nuggets, I would just get it without that. But the fries and the chocolate shake, I love from McDonald's. But I haven't had in ages. I missed what you said, Logitech.
Saying McDonald's has gotten too expensive.
I think of Taco Bell when I think of getting too expensive, because they used to be like, you have $2, you can get Taco Bell. Now that same meal is like $7 to $15. It's just like, come on. Nuggets are so expensive, it's obscene.
Uber Eats had like this like deal for like their subscribers or whatever. And I had like a Big Mac for like $1. If you if you spend $1 at Macca's, you get like a Big Mac for free. I'm like, bet.
Hell yeah. I am often here. Gonna miss yet another repo stream. Already dying. I'm sorry to hear that, Huntera. But it is very late for you. Sadly, it is the last one, Huntera. We at the very least won't be doing it for another week. Possibly ever. Only 11 more minutes to see the limited edition beach stream, and then it's gone forever. Oh my god. I had sushi for lunch? Hell yeah. Only had a chicken salad today. Having fun teasing you about it? I see. I could destroy one more food right now? Oh, some more food. I was like, what is the unit of measurement here? I could destroy a singular one more food. Kimmy, grab it and run to the house over there. Nuggets? Oh yeah, Haxie loves nuggets. I forgot about that. Nuggets are so expensive, it's obscene. Just one more food. 5 a.m. sushi. I have a freezer called the Nuggy Freezer. Wait, did you leave it over there? Oh, Kimmy, what have you done? It's never coming back. Do you understand how hard it is to grab now? Oh, you fucked it. You fucked it up, Kimmy. You fucked it. You can call it back. Her ear was like 50 meters long just now. I have a freezer called the Nuggy Freezer. I currently have 7 kilograms of nuggies in there for emergency purposes. Comfort nuggies. Step 1, make your own nuggies. Step 2, enjoy cheaper and custom nuggies. Step 3, eat and enjoy with Yulin Beach Walk. Hi, Scriggles. 40% plus inflation over 5 years. Totally legitimate price rises. Uber Eats had a promo for like free 10 nuggets if I spent $25. But my order can only come to 19. Yeah, give me one food and it's goners. Nuggets are goated. What's real funny is Dino Nugs are $9.50 a kg, but actual Nugs are like $12 a kg. Huh. I can destroy a singular one more XL Meat Lovers pizza and one little more. Dude, I never get Meat Lovers pizza because, you know, anytime I have pizza, it's because my parents ordered some. And they always get like cheese or pepperoni. So I'm like, but I love Meat Lovers pizza. It always does, Fortune. Spend more to get less. I don't order Macca's much because like $9 delivery fee. Is that too? My Uber asked for $35 for the free stuff. What a scam. Hi. Also a mandatory nice butt. Thank you. Hi. I'm gonna actually go cook some up now before I slide into bed hungry as fuck. Share, shocker. Meat Lovers is too much for me. I prefer a mushroom, jalapeno, and chicken pizza. Give me them nuggies. I'm super picky Hobbit. I like most meats, but most other things, okay, alright, shut up. When it comes to pizza, cheese, pepperoni, and Meat Lovers. Those are the pizzas I can do. Anything else, and it's like, this is now uneatable. Shocker. I know. You are not even that far away. That would be perfect temp if you leave now. A Hawaiian would go so hard right now. Hi, we're best friends now. Meats. What time is it? We're at 55. I'm not picking it all until we get to condiments. I'll throw a fit if ketchup or mustard is in the equation. I can do ketchup. I cannot do mustard. I love cracked eggs on my pizza, but jalapeno, anchovies, pineapples. I have anything on pizza? I am so ungodly picky that it's annoying, Hobbit. I am the person that's like, oh, we ordered spaghetti and you put some parsley in it. Ooh, can you redo this? He won't eat it now. That was me growing up. You put ketchup on my pizza? You're going into the oven too. Yeah, I was 6 once too. Isn't that a Brazilian thing? I would think that's a anywhere thing. I know Japan loves putting eggs on stuff. Would they still be warm in 40 minutes? I don't know, but it's good. You just put them on the warm setting, Huntera. Death, punishable by death. For anybody that doesn't know, a standard food day for Yuland. Bean burrito in the morning. 3 hard-boiled eggs. A protein bar after the walk. A glass of milk after the walk. And then 2 potatoes baked in an air fryer and covered in ketchup for dinner. I will literally eat that 10 days in a row, no issue. I'm so picky that, like, I never get tired of foods. Because I don't think of, like, your meal plan is like, I don't think of food as like, oh man, you know, I had this yesterday, so I don't really want it again. For me, it's more of like, this is one of the few things I can eat. I love it. I love it so much because I can actually swallow it. A mix between a 6-year-old and a bachelor fresh out of high school. I am aware. It would be worse, but I'm watching calories and trying to eat healthier. So a lot of it is stuff that's like cutting out sugars, reducing calories. If I had my way, it would be just 5 gallons of milk a week and cookies and goldfish and Pop-Tarts. Well, they will be put out in 10 minutes. 20 minutes till they are ready and hot for 10 minutes. If it Haxie will eat them. I'm coming over and cooking you vegetables. I'm not eating them. I'll probably throw up Dino Zoomies. Ketchup, your meal plan is like, you're my friend now. We're having Hawaiian pizza later. Kakariko Forest Place. Well, that's what I was gonna say. I fucking hate coriander. That shit will ruin everything. Or Kokiri Forest, that one. I like the Kakariko music, but Kokiri works as well. The amount of times I had someone tell me, oh, but I put barely anything in it. Like, yeah, no shit. But I can taste it. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, dude, I hate that, Gana. Cutting out sugar. Eats ketchup with their potato. Uh-huh. I'd believe that. It wasn't 2 baked potatoes in the plan, lol. You don't- wait, what do you mean? You think the potatoes are bad? They're fucking vegetables. I probably drink about 1 gallon of milk a day, but I'm a cat. No, I don't want to make you sick. You wanna know my meal plan? Have something for dinner. Either homemade burger or a bunch of nuggies. That's it. So the next time dinner comes around, if I remember. Blocktown theme, real. So I'm about to go to bed so I can wake up and go get food. Pretty sure it's a tuber, but you know. Breakfast is the meal I have first. These are straight up starchy sugars. It's a vegetable in name only. Doesn't matter, it's 9 p.m. I hear so many different takes on potatoes. Cause I was always like, potatoes aren't that healthy, and then I was told like, they're vegetables, they're totally healthy. I was like, okay, so I eat a lot of potatoes now. Now I'm hearing the opposite. I'm just like, ugh. Ugh. Doesn't matter if it's 9 p.m. What time is it?
Doesn't potato like have so little like stuff in it that you can still starve if you eat them? Only potatoes?
Say that again?
You can still starve if you eat only potatoes, is what I've heard. Because they just give you nothing.
That seems... I'm very skeptical of that. It's time, Ewan. It's time.
It is now noon.
The distance is 5.959, so I'm like, let's go to 6. Let's go to 6 miles, so it's a clean 6 miles. We're gonna go like 40 more seconds.
It won't be a clean 6 miles until you take a shower.
It matters on your diet and body, to be honest. I'm Chunky Man, so that many carbs is just not good for me. Time, Ewan. Yes, we're gonna go like 30, 40 more seconds. Get it to a clean 6 miles. You heading out?
I go then too. Yep.
Bye. Thank you for hanging out. Have fun with Akuma. Hi, Miki Len. I think it's the opposite. As far as I know, you can survive almost entirely on potatoes. Ask the Iris. Also, how you... Yeah, I had heard the opposite. That it was like... potatoes and like eggs, and it was like you get not quite everything, but like an adequate amount. You're doing 6, you might as well do 7.
The Irish?
But you can't
Didn't
stop
they
at
have
7.
a famine?
That is not the way it's working, Ants. We are going to 6 because we were at 5.95. Not quite a whole extra mile. Oh, the camera's right on Grianne. Look at how cute they are! Where am I in my room? We're here. They're cute. I'm stealing the camera back. World. Alright. That was 6 miles. We pause this. How far did we get into Kalimdor? 31 minutes. Press play here. 6 miles. Now, we rest. Did you guys know that rest is not spelled with 2 S's? Oh, I need to... Res is not a word. As an abbreviation.
I hear it quite often in the few times I've been to raids.
Yes, it is an abbreviation for resurrection.
That's the joke.
Alright. Got this stream open, we got this stream open.
Also, my dad is making spaghetti for lunch, so I'm going to hop out. See you at Repo.
See you at Repo. Bye bye. Okay. Okay, that's updated. It is really good, but any food eaten entirely in this singular isn't a good idea. High carbs, lots of dietary fiber, and some good vitamins. Only because of all the potatoes contracted the same disease and died, stealing all of you and taking you home. I miss the cute. I'm just waiting to see if an upload completes properly, then I gotta move to bed. Huh? But I would walk an extra mile. I would walk an extra more. Just to see that Ewan Beach Day butt flop on my screen some more. Flop? Don't describe it as flop. That makes it sound saggy. Hi, Space Fish. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Recessed. But I'm not a rapper. You guys wait here. I'm gonna go change my trackers. I'm gonna twist my feet around. Space Fish. Remember, Ewan, I didn't say I was good at art. That's fine. Hi, Miss Fish. Space Fish. Today is Oyo's last day of repo, and then he goes to Poland for a month. I'm not saying you have to join, but do you wanna? You wanna pop in and say hi? Hi, all you wonderful beans. Where are we? Here? Okay. It sounds like I should join. If you've got plans and stuff to do today, understandable. But Koyo will be streaming 3 more days. today, Thursday, and Friday, and then he's going to Poland for a month. And then there's the possibility he doesn't stream much after that because his work life needs to change, sadly. Elon Gemus Crimst, you pointed them right at my flipping Lamau. Did I? Oh, Goldman. Thanks, Kimmy. My fish. Okay. I've never really explored this map. Does this map have a comfortable area? I'm going to pin anchor local. Pin anchor local. And then turn this off. Alright, you guys have my view. Fine, nobody saw. Nothing to see. Where's the teleport? Right here. Overlook. Ooh. This looks like it could be. I want to go see the other ones though. Respawn. Waterfall. Oh, that's loud. I don't like how loud that is. Oh, I didn't even realize this was right here. Side beach. I can't believe I've never, like, gone around this map. Sanctuary? Huh. Lighthouse. Alright. We're going to the Overlook. This is actually, I kind of like this. Right here. You guys wait there. Oh, I should probably tell them. The big ass map, most people just stay to the entrance and lighthouses. I did it for the beach and then I've just not really gone around. Yeah. Click the Overlook teleport. Click the Overlook teleport.
Overlook these nuts.
Okay, they weren't that impressive. Okay.
What the hell?
You told me to overlook them. You literally said overlook them. It's like, yeah, they must not have been that good. And then
Quick.
in one. Yeah. Behavior, auto level pin. Flying needs to be a little close. I'm happy with that. Alright, this is the part where you guys fill in next to me instead of making me uncomfortable by just having the four of you staring at me. Please!
Everyone, just stare at them.
Thank you. Repo reminder? Yep, thank you, Zooey. It's fine, nobody saw.
I'm here.
Nothing to see. I already forgot to make nuggies. Ended up in bed. Oh, I've been to this world too. Interesting. Rip nuggies. Hello, bed. Really not been to that many. How far did you go, Haxie? Did you do your 4? Either way, good job. The big ass map. And enjoy my spaghetti while I watch my favorite streamer. Your favorite? Hang on. How did that happen? How did I become the favorite? Comfy, what the hell? That's rucked up. Mods destroy her self-esteem. DM booty. At the sunrise from FFX or Kingdom Hearts? Chess. Then I'm struggling to spell so much this stream. We're staring at Ewan now. All right. Yeah. It was like.
Wait, isn't it what the stream already does? Stare at you?
Yeah. But it was different when I could like see everybody staring at me, right? When I sat here and there was 4 of you just looking at me while sitting there, I was like, no. Stare. What the hell, Den is glitchy. You know, I noticed that. It looked like you had 2 frames per second while you were moving around, and it was like, how is that happening? You're moving totally fine now, but when you were moving around earlier, it was like, what the? No idea why. Between trying to renew stupid prescriptions online with their stupid broken service and an annoying stuffiness making me stay in bed, I miss so much bum time. If you're really missing it, Zwei. Hi, Zwei. There is the VOD. Probably ping. It was almost like you were tabbed out of VR chat, and it was like, all right, we're capping you at 10 FPS, but you were still moving around in it. That's what it seemed like. But for what's weird is it's like it's you moving around in my vision, right? So it's like, why am I seeing you at that low FPS? But also, like, why is it just you? Because that sounds like it'd be a me thing. That's weird. Someone asked why I don't make it to 5 miles like you. Was like, he's been doing it for 2 years. I've been doing it for like 11 days. Who fucking asked that? Who asked that, Haxie? That's one of those questions that's like, somebody is just starting their exercise. You want to be positive with everything. Why would you ask something like that? No, Den is up to like maybe 20 FPS. Very odd. Den winking, lol. Wait for 1 to 5. Oh wow, good job, Haxie. I know. When I started, I could barely do 1 mile. I would do 1 mile at 1 mile per hour, and my videos back then were like 55 minutes, an hour 15, and I'd like barely do that. The first time I did 2 videos was like such a hard day. That was like, I was sweating as much as I had 12 incline, and I didn't have any incline back then. Eventually, within like 20-30 days, we got up to 5 miles a day. And that's when I started doing, okay, we do 5 miles and we end when a video ends. And back then, all the videos were kind of in a way that there was no combination that led to me like landing at 4.8 miles and then needing another long video. That just didn't happen because all the videos were about an hour long. And then it was day 38. Day 38 was, okay guys, I'm going to let you start paying for incline. You gift subs, you get incline. That's the system. And that first day, they put me at 8 incline for the majority of the stream. It was Ordinary Rock and Icy Fire Mage, I think. They put me at 8 incline for 3 miles, and then they put me at 12 incline for the remaining 2, or they would have. We only got to like, I only did half a mile more. That half a mile at 12 incline, my very first time doing that, I almost threw up. I literally was just like, I'm gonna fucking hurl. I'm gonna, like, I have to stop. And it was like, oh, yeah, if you're actually, like, feeling in pain or about to throw up, yeah, don't push yourself too hard. Everybody's super, like, supportive. Nobody's like, scamming us. I then just sat there for 5 minutes just like, guys, oh, God, guys, it hurts. Oh, everything's swimming. Ugh. And I was real fucking close. Since then, I have learned if I'm feeling real bad, it's okay to pause the video and sit down for 10 minutes and kind of just talk to you guys and then, you know, get back to it. I have had to do that quite a few times. And then I don't remember what day it was. I do remember we were in the Banjo-Kazooie map. That was the first time I went 5 miles with incline the whole time. And I got to the end of it, and it was like, I was so proud of myself. I was like, dude, I did it. I'm showing progress. This is so fucking cool, man. Oh my god. Yes. Good job. Finding your own pace for exercise is important. Nodders. Haxie hug, indeed. Did you start streaming as a walker, or did you do something before that? I started streaming as a walker. My stream has never been anything but walking like this on 50 days. So day 50, day 100, day 150, any day that's divisible by 50. I will do an extra long stream and play a different game to kind of celebrate, you know, our progress, how much weight we've lost, how, you know, many days we've streamed. I will do like a long stream then. I've always been like kind of envious of the people that play games on stream that just, you know, complete all the games. Because there's so many games that, like, I just haven't played, and, like, a lot of people played in their childhood, and they're like, wow, you never played this? That sucks. It's like, well, I wish I had. And I'm very envious of the people that just, you know, you look at their Steam library, and it's like, they played 100 new games this year. And I'm like, dude, if I streamed the games I play like that, I'd get so many games done. I don't think that's good for growth on Twitch. I don't think that's particularly great for growing a community. So I don't do that. But every 50 days I will do that. With streaming, Yulin's second channel, a lot of people suggest a second channel. What keeps me from doing that is time. Between walking, making the walking videos, and my kind of collab obligations, all the, you know, the scheduled stuff I have with other people. Playing on a second channel is just like, when would I have the fucking time for this? I would never have a time to not be on, to not just be like fucking going all the time. Just don't nap. Honestly, if I cut out the naps, my productivity goes way up, but over my dead body. Time is the main factor. I am somebody, Gana, who I look too much at the numbers. I look too much at growth, analytics, trends. I care too much about that. And so if I was I don't want to say a standard streamer, because I am a standard streamer, but if I was like a variety streamer, or I played games, I feel like if I had a bad stream, I would get really bummed out from it. So like if I had a stream where I played World of Warcraft or Banjo-Tooie, just some game, and nobody showed up, and, you know, nobody said anything in chat, I would walk away from that stream just feeling bad and being like, what's even the fucking point of this? This stream is built on entertaining me, though, in the betterment of my life. And so I stream my exercise. By having my exercise on a schedule and having it be a social thing where, you know, if I don't stream, people would show up and be like, if I didn't stream, people would be messaging me and being like, hey, where are you? Why aren't you streaming today? That keeps me on point exercising. And if nobody shows up to my stream, I can still walk away from it being like, I exercised. I was still productive, and I am better off for doing this. How were your first streams? Weren't they like that? Very much so. But I was able to walk away from that still happy because I exercised. I still felt like I accomplished something. If I did a stream where I played a game for 5 hours and, you know, I didn't particularly have fun playing this game, and, you know, I didn't interact with anybody, I'd feel like I wasted 5 hours, and I'd be questioning, why am I doing this? And so that's that was something that I just, like, what stopped me from streaming. I kind of wanted to stream for like a good 4 years before I actually started. That's it, Yulin, to become a LOL streamer. I wanted to, like, stream for a while. I knew myself. I knew that, like, not every stream is going to be good. Not every stream is going to be, you know, growth, ideal, and I would care too much about that and pay too much attention to it. and it would get in my head, and it'd be very bad and negative. By connecting it to exercise, it is impossible for me to have a stream that I consider bad. Every stream is productive. Every stream is like, I got something done. And that's what the whole stream is based on. It's done way better than I expected. I expected a lot more streams of just not many people hanging out, not many people interacting, you know, just me walking. But really, by like day 15, I haven't had a non-active chat, which is, it's an incredible blessing. It's like, I'm so fucking fortunate for that. But I don't remember the last time I didn't have somebody say something in chat for more than 10 minutes. That just, it doesn't happen for me, which I don't know what I did to deserve that. But I'm so fucking grateful and appreciative for it. I'd go further and longer if I slowed the pace, but my heart rate won't be up high enough to matter that much if I go that slow. I walk at 5 kilometers per hour. I walk at 2.5. Mostly because if I start going louder, or if I start going faster, it'll be louder and you guys would like hear footprints. Thank you, random citizen, for being a yapper. I don't want it to be like a heavy breathing stream. 2.5 is a comfortable, like, you know, I can do this pretty chill and not just start breathing into my mic. When it's inclined, well, I mean, you're gonna get that because you paid for it, but 2.5 has been a nice, comfortable speed. It also makes it so that it's a pretty even 3 hours usually. Converted, it's 3.1 miles. Okay, that's kind of fast. That's not bad at all. Progress. I stop at the 15-minute mark and drink. Can't drink and walk because I have nothing to hold on to. I highly recommend getting something. If you got like a bookshelf, you know what you can and can't hold on to. I don't know. Get a stripper pole, Haxie. Just get a stripper pole. Put that next to where you walk. On second channel, just don't nap. Was going to say time is the main factor. That's a fair point. Nap is very important. You know, explaining what my streams are like. First off, Ants, I'm there at every stream of yours, so you can't say that. You can't say your streams don't have anybody, because I'm always there. I said first off, but I didn't have a follow-up. How were your first streams? Weren't they like that? My very first stream, I walked through Bastion, which is a 55-minute video. I walked at 1 miles per hour. I basically didn't say anything. Every now and then, I wasn't like telling stories. I wasn't yapping the whole time. There was a lot of dead air. Not because, you know, it wasn't a skill I had refined, but it was more like I'm not going to just talk to nobody. If nobody's there, I'm not going to be talking to the void. I would point things out. I'd be like, this is where you do this quest. I remember getting in a PvP fight here. I remember there's a daily right here that I fucking hated. Right? I would say things like that as we walked, but overall there's probably a minute of me talking in this hour-long stream. I kept opening up the user list to see who was there. I think I saw my viewers go. They were at 1 the whole time, and then at one point it went to 2. I opened up the viewers, and Quaddy was there. Quaddy was watching. And I didn't say anything. I didn't be like, "Oh, hi, Quaddy. I know you're there," because he's very much a lurker that doesn't like to be called out. I feel like he'd just leave if I did that. But I messaged him after. I was like, "I saw that you were lurking. It really means a lot to me." And he was like, "Yeah, it was nice to listen to. It was very chill." Like, thank you. Yeah, finishing exercise def feels really good mentally. That's it. Euland has become a LOL streamer? Fucking never. Thank you, random citizen. Well, points at booty. Converted is 3.1 miles per hour. I typically walk at 6.5 and run at 10, but only for 30 minutes total each day. Old person walker. What the hell? Yeah, but you're nobody / sarcasm, only joking. What the? Hold on, was that at me? Always watching. One thing I really dislike about some streamers is when you talk to them and they don't respond. That's too many. I also don't like it. There's some streamers that, you know, they're just so big that their chat is just a wall of text flying by, and you say, you know, you say hi or hey, I saw this thing and thought of you, and it's just, you know, they don't see it. It's like, well, that sucks, but you know, you love to see them living with success, right? It's just no longer a stream for me at that point. There's a lot of people that love streams like that. There's a lot of people that they like being part of the crowd. They're not looking for the interaction with the streamer, but I very much am. And then there's people, yes, like you're saying, there's two people with, you know, they have a chat that is absolutely moving at a pace that they can talk to people. Whether that's 2 viewers or 20 viewers, it is just, it's not moving that fast, and you type something and it sits there for a while. When somebody's not good at that, that does push me away. I will say, Gana, in their defense, it is very, very hard to keep that much of an eye on chat when it doesn't move at all, right? When you stream, you have like, you know, 2-3 hours of you playing a game, and nobody says anything in chat for that entire 2 to 3 hours. It becomes really depressing to constantly look at chat. I mean, just imagine, you know, every minute, all right, we're playing the game, and did anybody say anything? Nope. Okay. And we're playing the game for a minute. We're playing, you know, for a while. Oh, I did this really cool thing. Did anybody see that? And nobody saw that. Like, that is mentally exhausting. So I very much get why newer streamers are typically kind of bad at watching chat and, you know, seeing when things are typed. I'm bad at multitasking, so gaming and checking chat is hard. The cheat code is to do something to supplement that. If you're a new streamer, or you just don't have that active of a chat, and you're not good, if you're the type of person that you find yourself, somebody says a message and you look at the timestamp and you're like, that was 5 minutes ago. Oh, I sat on that for too long. Add a sound notification to your chat. Make it so that, and especially if it's something that you can turn on and off, that'll be ideal. Make it so that you start getting pings when they're saying something, because then you're going, what the fuck is that? And it's like, oh, there's someone in chat. The other thing you can do, and I don't really know how to do this, is overlay the chat with your game, but don't do that in OBS. In OBS, have it, you know, where your chat wants to be. But in game, make it so that your chat is literally like center screen of the game you're playing. That's actually how a lot of streamers do it, where they're playing a game that looks like they would never be able to like read chat and do it at the same time. I think of people like playing Tetris. They're just playing Tetris and the chat is like right there over the game. So they're looking through the chat to see the game. That's I don't like it when somebody sits on chat for, you know, 5+ minutes. Hi, Smug. But at the same time, like, I get it. I understand it. Smug, I told Spacefish this earlier. Today is the last day of Repo Wednesdays. After Friday, Koyo is flying to Poland, and he's going to be there for a month, so there's not going to be any of this. You want to just send him off, drop by. He'd love to see you. That's too many. Oh no, I mean like 2 viewers. But I'm multitasking. Yo. I think it's also how some small people have one screen. I didn't know you could overlay chat like that. I don't know how to do it specifically, but I know it's a thing people can do. And then, yeah, I have a few friends that they stream, and then, they have their phone for their chat, which that one's crazy to me, where it's like, they have their phone for their OBS and their chat under it. I'm like, what the fuck? How? I'm crying right now. I'm Pafia John. It's very much like, I can't imagine playing a game like that without 2 monitors. I fucking have 3 monitors going when I'm playing things like Metroid Prime. We played Metroid Prime on day 650, Gana. And I had the game center monitor. I had Chatterino on my left monitor, and right up against it, there was technically stuff behind it, but, you know, my main thing I was paying attention to was Chatterino, and that's what I was looking at a lot. I had OBS on my right monitor and paying attention to that stuff. I can't imagine having one monitor and playing a game full screen. I do have a friend, it's Fortuitous Foss. He plays one monitor. He only has one monitor. But he has one of those ridiculous, like, 42-inch monitors, and he doesn't full screen anything. He has everything, like, as small windows, and he plays through. Which, that in and of itself is fucking unhinged to me, but, that's, yeah. I need 3 monitors when I stream a standard game like that. When I walk in VR chat, I have a bunch of, like, excess overlay windows in front of me. If people are, like, really small and they come up in front of me, I literally won't see them. Can't do full screen Discord, haha. I have a monitor dedicated to Discord. My right monitor, it's a super shitty, ancient, VGA analog display monitor. I literally need a VGA adapter to DisplayPort to plug it into my computer. It looks awful, but you know, when you just use it for Discord, it's fucking perfect. Crying right now. I can do full screen Discord, but most of the games I play are full screen. It's too big. Oh my god, same. 1440 x 900 or something. I actually have no idea what. I don't need to see that amount of words. It's less about the words and more about keeping tabs on a large number of servers on the left side of the monitor. For Discord, I can see my server, Core server, Koyo server, Bossa server, Cairo server, Proxy server, Elite server. I think Spacefish is right at the bottom of that. I've got the Demi Kitchen server there. I have the Degenerate Lewd server. There's a streamer who they wanted to be partnered on Discord, so they had an active not safe for work community in their Discord, and they're like, guys, you gotta go. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. And their mods rebelled and made their own lewd server, so now it's just like they're not even in the lewd server, but all their mods run it. It's so funny. I feel like I'm forgetting one. It's my server, Core, Demi Kitchen, Koyo, Foss, Lewd, Dream Shelter, Helena's, Proxies, Pyros, Oku House, Etoiles. Whose is this? Whose server is this? Oh, Suika's Pub. I have Suika's that high? And then Elites. Those are the Discord servers that I can keep an eye on. It's 12:33. I'm like having such a good time when there's so many people here with me that I'm like, fuck, I don't want to go to Repo. But it's the last one. And once I'm there, I'll have a lot of fun. I really want to take a nap on the beach, though. While I'm watching a streamer like that. She doesn't want Discord, so it has like one channel for cat pics. But then there's an actual server ran by mods. I initially didn't want a Discord server. I was like, what's the point of it? I'm not going to be that active in it. I'm going to start at the same time every day, so, you know. What do I fucking need a live notifications thing for? And then it was Zuvi. Zuvi was like, I don't know when you go live. And I was like, it's the same time every day. He's like, well, I don't remember. It's your schedule, not mine. It's like, that's a fair point. No one will ever know your schedule as much as you do. Because it's your fucking schedule, right? And so it was like, you know, if people want the Discord, if people want the live notifications thing, then it's like, sure. I made the Discord. It has 3 channels. General, memes, and neat stuff. General channel is just talking stuff. Memes is like funny jokes, haha. Neat stuff is just like, this isn't really a meme, but I wanted to share it with people. And so it's just the catch everything else. There's technically a clips channel and a fan art channel because those have just popped up. And it is just Fossabot with live notifications automatically. So I never do like my own Discord notification. It is Fossabot doing it for me. And there's some people that use Discord for that. I have a monitor specifically for Twitch, so I've never used Discord notifications. But for people that don't do that, for because they're normal, it makes more sense. The thing is, it's not really for you. I remember when Discord became the big thing back when I modded for streamers back in 2016. I forced those people to make a Discord because I could see from a mile away there's going to be a boost in making a community LOL. Yeah. Oh god. I wasn't big on Twitch at all back then. When I watched Twitch back then, Hobbit, it was like I'm watching a 2-viewer Splatoon streamer that doesn't have a mic or a webcam because I just like the sounds of Splatoon game audio. I just like hearing the pops from them shooting in a match and like the little squidlings like doing their thing and then like screaming in pain as they died. I don't know. Just the sounds of Splatoon or Mario Kart or Final Fantasy Tactics in the background was just like, this is a vibe to me. I just want to hear this stuff in the background. And so I would only watch Twitch streams like that. When Discord came out, my guild switched to it. Immediately we were like, this is the new voice thing that everybody's using. This is what we're going to switch to. But Discord had really big West Coast problems. And so our 2 West Coasters could not stay connected. They would constantly get kicked out of Discord calls. And so from that, we were like, well, if we can't use this, we're going to use the next best thing. We used fucking CurseForge for 2 years. From like 2016 to 2018, I was using fucking CurseForge. And then they either fixed that or those people weren't raiding with us anymore. I don't remember. And we went back to Discord. And then it was like, man, I'm fucking behind as shit. I felt like I'd lost 2 years of Discord. Discord, is that new? I believe so. I remember it came out, I think when Warlords of Draenor was out. I think it was during the Hellfire Citadel patch. New, decade old. I was neither, but I was taking my first lengthy vacation since I graduated from high school. Needed something to do, and Twitch was a thing. Holy moly. 2016 is when it really popped off. It started getting big in 2015. Okay. I mean, my account was made end of 2015, but I thought I was late. 2015 is a pretty early Discord account. I think mine might be 2015. I think I was a couple months late to it. I've stalled 8 minutes from when I said I was going to end. I'm going to send you off to Koyo. Everybody here, I love you. At your stretch.
Yeah, it's us.
Stretch.
Oh.
Where am I in my room? Okay. Where's the teleport thing? Right over here. Oh. Respawn. Side beach. Go there. Okay. Behavior. Look at me. Auto level pitch. That's a pretty view. We're going to Aiko. He's going to be playing Repo. I will be joining him. So if you want to see more of me, I'll be over there. He is heading out to Poland after this. This has been something we've been doing every Wednesday. And it is coming to an end. God, it's the end of an era, and it's like just sinking in that like, oh, we did this for a year and we're not gonna do it anymore. Fuck. That's really sad. Oh, I'm really sad about that suddenly. Where did I go? Water, more Yuland, yes. Socials, thank you for the socials, Logitech. Bye, Yuland, I love you, bye. Yuland, hug, Pat, comfy. The Yuland is missing. I'm not missing, we're ending. Bye, everyone. Someone else just needs to host then? Yes? It's not gonna be fucking me. Bye, guys, Fat Pat. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 6 miles. And then, yeah, we're gonna go play Repo. Tales of Vesperia tomorrow, but Repo right now. I love you. Bye.